Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back at it again. This is Black Sensei Society, episode number 48. Sorry we didn't record an episode last week. We had stuff going on. But we're here to talk about this is a perfect episode to come back on. We'll talk about the ending of Jujutsu Kaisen. It's going to get interesting. It's going to get nasty. A lot to talk about, but I'll let Lani set the tone for that when he comes here. But before any of that, gentlemen, how are we feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. That Uzumaki dropped on Saturday.
Oh,
That
damn.
shit's amazing. That first episode was really good. I love them deciding to go with that black and white. It just adds that little extra oomph to it. For anybody looking for a cool little thriller, because it's advertised as a horror, it's not scary. I mean, unless you soft like that, it's not scary.
I don't know
But
how you get scared of an anime. I'm not gonna
I mean, people are people, man.
for sure.
There's some shocking scenes. They do deviate a little bit from the manga. They change some stuff up, but all in all, yo, Adult Swim has always been one of those pioneers. They've always been on top when it comes to being forward, having these anime, on their platform. And then Uzumaki's another one of those. I'm gonna be watching it every week. I'm hoping they go through the entire story, but I heavily recommend that to anybody looking for something new to watch because it's good. It's really, really good.
No, me. Shout out to Uzumaki. I feel like I'll watch that eventually. That's eventually down the line. I'm aware of kind of what it is. I don't know exactly. I think is it like a lot of short horror stories, kind of like Junji Ito when he creates his stuff.
Yeah, but this one it actually is a little bit more of a lengthy story. It kind of follows two people living in their town and kind of observing how this kind of mysterious force called the spiral is affecting everyone around them in the city at large. Um it's kind of like one of those Evangelion things where it does like, near the end touch on those real godly kind of higher level thinking, topics and aspects and stuff. But
Yeah.
all in all it's a good story.
Okay. Shout out Uzumaki. Make sure y'all peep, of course. Is the fall season? No, winter season. That's the season coming up, right? Or fall? Fall season.
Fall, no? Yeah,
Fall,
fall.
yeah, fall season.
Yeah.
Has that so that's started? We probably do. We'll probably talk about like our anime of the season next episode. Actually, now that I think about that, but Ty, how you feeling? I'm sure you've had a lot of interesting conversations the past couple of days.
Uh, what? What are you referring to?
You haven't had any interesting conversations? Nothing at all?
Interesting conversations. Not really. But I'm feeling good though. How are you feeling?
Man, I'm chilling, man. We here, doing what we do. Back on the pod. It's been a while. Shout out chat. Shout out all our members too, who's been signed up. We do really appreciate y'all. Starting to set up the fantasy basketball league for BSS now that the NBA season's around the corner. So make sure y'all join the Discord. Go to our link tree, join the Discord, and that's where we'll be setting up our fantasy basketball league. Lonnie keeps on complaining that 16 people's too much, so I don't know. We might shorten it, but make sure y'all do that. We here. Y'all joining the fantasy basketball league?
I'll probably join.
It's just some.
I've never done it before.
It's not. It's not. It's not hard. You just draft your players and you get points based on how they perform in the game. I mean, assists, steals, all that stuff. You know, pretty. It's easy to get into. Pretty easy to get into, of course. Um, Also, I recommend watching Windbreaker. I watched Windbreaker recently. That shit is heat. I'm not gonna lie. They box in for real. It's really good stuff. Like if you want to feel satisfied throughout the entire series while you're watching it and not be disappointed at the end, check out Windbreaker. I think it's a good anime, man. I think it's a good anime. Any anime y'all seen that you're not disappointed at the end? It was good all the way through.
Um, this whole topic with the JJK, I've kind of been thinking about it, kind of trying to come terms with: is it really true that anime and manga really have these bad endings that people make it out to be?
I
And I
don't
don't
think so.
know. I really don't know. I feel like it's more the fans hating on it than it is actually being bad. So I'm gonna go on the no, um, or yes rather. There's a lot of series I think are pretty much good all the way through, uh, versus them being shitty at the end.
Fair enough. I respect it. I respect it. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we'll start off first things first. we'll start off with the BSS news, and we'll let our boy Ty set the tone.
For BSS news, I'm gonna keep it JJK related. So recently, JJK is one of 23 manga of all time. Out of all the manga, only 23 manga have eclipsed 100 million sales mark. And JJK just did that really recently. And I got another stat for y'all. JJK is one of 5 manga ever, at least that's currently in the $100 million manga sales range, that has less than 30 volumes. Because JJK has about 28 volumes, and I think that the last 2 volumes are coming out, which makes it'll get to 30. So 30 volumes or less with 100 million sales of Demon Slayer, Touch, Fist of North Star, Astro Boy, and now JJK. So it's easy to say that JJK is one of the most successful manga of all time. It's in an unprecedented territory. So shout out to Gege, man. One of the GOATs, bro.
I love the positivity right off the bat, man. Shout out Gage. What ranking did you say again? What was it?
So it's one of so they had like the stats of all the manga. It just shows mangas that are in the 100 million sales mark, 100 million manga sales, and it's right there with like My Hero, Fist of North Star, and all that stuff. But it's not like ranked. Once it only goes up if it has like 1 million, 110. 115, 120, things like that. Okay. So we just know it's 100 million, but it's only one of 23 manga to ever reach that high. So like things like Berserk, Villain Side have never reached 100 million. So I mean, millions of manga.
Definitely the power of Shonen Jump. When you say like the Shonen Jump, if you can hit it on Jump, like you're gonna make sales, because the fact that Berserk, that you say that Berserk and Vinland Saga don't have that much.
That's wild.
I mean, to be fair, they're also seinen, but that's tough because they're excellent manga. They're definitely really good. Do we think any other manga as of right now can hit that marker?
Well, I'm about to go to it now. Let me see what's manga. So Hunter is at 90. Well, Hunter's at like 84 million, and damn. Hunter's coming back. So I think Hunter would probably reach there soon. It'll probably reach there pretty soon.
I don't know, man. What does coming back really mean for Hunter x Hunter?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, last year they dropped Togashi dropped 10 chapters, and now I think they're dropping another 10 chapters this year. So I think that they might do like a monthly thing where like 10 chapters a year is pretty much monthly, pretty much. So I would imagine 10 chapters every year moving forward.
10 chapters every year.
That's and a long road.
The sales are per manga, right?
What do you mean?
The sales of the manga of the that you read off, was it per manga or per volume?
It was just total sales. So
of like each manga, like one manga.
Yeah, so it has 100 million sales total, and then Hunter has 84 million sales total.
It could hit 100 million.
I think it would.
Yeah, as long as the manga doesn't give up. But with that said.
What's up, everybody? What's up?
Good, Lani. Sure, you're excited. Random is on his way, of course. But with that said,
I missed
nothing. We're just talking. Okay. We're just chatting. We're just having a conversation.
Ty looks too peaceful. I don't trust it.
Be peaceful.
I don't know. He looks at peace. I ain't at peace. I don't know why Ty's at peace.
Lani, just because you don't spread your hatred to me.
Hey.
All right. Let's get right into I don't know. I guess you know what? Let's just say this is the main topic. We'll get right into the main topic. We'll do agenda hour after, because this is what people are here to see. So let's dive right into it. All right. We know what everybody wants to talk about. We know what the conversation is. If you guys haven't seen it already, the Jujutsu Kaisen live stream reaction is on the channel where we react to the final chapter live. And of course, Ty has a TikTok that you guys can go check out. And he talks about the Jujutsu Kaisen ending, or a part of the ending, a thematic view of the ending in that video. So we all kind of already gave our opinions, but now we're on the pod. Now the audience is here. Make sure if you guys want to support the pod, of course, you guys can send donations, cheeky little donation, not too hard. Send it, support the podcast. You can, just support it in general. You can mute someone. You can recommend us to do stuff. But With that said, ladies and gentlemen, of course, there's a spoiler warning. We're talking about the ending of Jujutsu Kaisen. All right,
All right.
everybody.
Floor is yours, Ty, because we all talked on the
No,
we all talked on the reactions. So we all know each other.
I didn't hear anyone's thoughts. I would like to hear your thoughts. I
want to hear your thoughts first because you said it was a surprise, so I want you to go first.
Lonnie, the floor.
Not Ty. I've been waiting.
Lonnie, the floor is yours.
Wait for days.
Lonnie, I came in, so I was gonna get attacked. So I want to know what I'm getting.
No one's gonna attack you.
That's what I was told. Go ahead, Lonnie. I'll wait. I'll let you go.
I'll read off hot takes and what people have said about it after this. All
right, first name in the chat, and they'll go first. So if someone says Ty, Lonnie, Miles, Rodell, whatever name pops up first, that's not from one of us, of course.
Y'all know who y'all want to hear, chat. It's not me.
This is so crazy.
Listen, man, I'm just instigating. I'm not on either side.
I don't know.
I already want to hear from Ty first, man.
You want to hear from me first?
I'm just chilling, man. I'll be chilling.
Oh, I ain't backing down.
Lonnie.
So, just you want my view of the ending? Okay, so let's start here. When I think of the ending, you said what?
No, you keep going.
No, I said when I think of endings, the first thing I think about is that the message that the author trying to get across, did they get it across well? At least that's how I think about it. I don't know how y'all judge it, but if the biggest part of writing a story or writing a manga or any movie, whatever, is to deliver a message, then the most important thing about the ending is that message come across well. And I think it did. The biggest message of JJK was about the power of isolation versus the power of companionship. That's why things like Sukuna talking to Joga about disregard everything around you to get stronger. That's like a clear message. In chapter 1, Itadori is told by his grandfather to live a fulfilling life. You need people around you, showing community. So obviously, what's been put out there is the path of going with community or isolation. Which one should you choose and why? And so I think that they properly did that because it took a community to literally beat Sukuna, right? Gojo's biggest thing is about fostering next generation, ensuring they can take over once he's dead. And that was concluded, right? After he dealt significant damage to Sukuna, and then his students were able to take him down afterwards. So I think that those two ideas being clashed, and I think the message being delivered properly was, for me, a good part of the ending. I don't know if y'all disagree with that. I think that's the most important thing when it comes to ending.
What would you rate the last chapter on a scale of 1 to 10?
Lonnie, let's stay with me here.
I just want to know. It's too hard to ask, chat. I just want to know.
Lonnie, the reason I'm asking you this, I'm trying to gain some common ground. Do y'all agree with what I said or no? If y'all disagree, we can talk about it. Do y'all disagree that the theme and the message is the most important thing of a story, if that's the purpose?
Most important.
I agree. I agree with you.
I'm just asking a question.
Yeah,
I don't have any. I was just thinking about it. Theme and the message, what you're trying to tell the audience. Yeah, I would agree as well. I would agree.
Okay. Do y'all think that the message was clear? That love is stronger than isolation? I think that's pretty clear. I think it was well done too. So like,
I don't think it was well done.
Why not?
I don't think it was well done.
Why not?
Well, if we're talking about with Sukuna, does anyone know what his last dying breaths were?
That he's a curse?
Yeah, and then
the
next time we see him, he kind of regrets, or he's like, "Oh yeah, I should have done things." To me, it's like this: say you're like the best rock climber in the world. You're rock climbing your whole life. For some reason there's a terrible accident, you fall off a rock, you're bleeding out, and you say, "I wouldn't change a thing." And then in the afterlife, the first thing you say is, "I should never climb rocks." That makes no damn sense. That makes no damn sense to me. To me, that's stupid. But
that's not what happened.
Okay.
Like, so the thing about it is, and this is where we have to, and it's something I was going to put in the video, is that because manga chapters are 19 pages typically, limited page count, weekly schedule, every panel is intentional. So for example, when Sukuna first meets up with Gojo again after Gojo gets out of the box, their first encounter, the main thing he thinks about, something that's really subtle, is he thinks about Yorozu's quote about love. So from the jump in the final conflict, before the final confrontation starts, Sukuna's thinking about love. If he were not, that panel would be inexplainable. If it was just not, it's nothing that he was even on his mind. Then in the middle of the battle, when he's fighting Gojo, remember when both of their domains, they both got the brain damage, then Gojo punches him, and then we see the quote play again in Sukuna's head. Why, like, what do we think the author is trying to say? We have multiple occasions Sukuna thinking about love. What do we think he's trying to say with that? Anybody? No one?
Oh, I was letting y'all get y'all one-on-one.
Lani?
One-on-one. This is a group thing.
No.
Lani versus Ty?
Oh, I don't think the ending's bad. So
Lani, so I'm asking you, when we have Sukuna consistently think about love, when he beats Higuruma, he's questioning his own, the way he can, because the biggest thing is that he feels like he doesn't need love because he satisfies himself, right? Mm-hmm. And so obviously we go against the pinnacle of power. The idea of someone else satisfying him in a battle is up for question, because if Gojo can defeat Sukuna, or if Gojo can present him with a scenario that satisfies him, then his idea of love.
You think he was questioning when he fought her, or was he reflecting?
You said no. So I said when he's fighting Gojo, he's thinking about love, is what I'm saying. And then when he kills Higuruma, he questions why he's feeling the way he's feeling when he beats Higuruma. So I'm asking you, what do you think the author is trying to say when you have him thinking about love and then questioning and trying to reassure himself about his own satisfaction? What do we think Gege is trying to imply with that?
Hold on. So are you implying that when he fought her, he was like questioning him? He was questioning his own belief?
Gojo.
And then he like went back and he was like, "Oh, should I really have killed her?" and stuff like. Is that what you're implying?
No. Wait. I'm not talking about Yorozu. Wait, you keep saying her? I'm saying Higuruma. And I'm talking about
Higuruma. Okay.
I'm talking about when he's fighting Gojo. Should I just pull the panels up? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like,
pull up the context.
I got you. Let me turn my blur off. Let's see.
Lani, you really didn't like that little conversation with that Sukuna had?
I didn't, for sure.
Why not? I liked it. Now, I didn't like it for the same reason that Ty liked it, but the thing that stood out to me, I feel like a lot of JJK, another different theme, more than any other anime or manga I've read to me, is kind of the ability to choose how you choose to live your life. The main thing that stood out to me is kind of how, why can't I think of his name? How Mahito was kind of trying to put a label on Sukuna's life. No, you live for revenge, or Sukuna claims that he lived because it's his nature. I think Sukuna choosing to live his life like that kind of robbed him of his ability to choose how he wants to live. And that's why him saying that, no, I could have chose to live this route, or if I had another opportunity, I would change my mind. It kind of shows that he's kind of thinking the way that other characters in the story would think. I really didn't mind that part as much as y'all. Like, to me, that wasn't the bad part of the ending.
I got y'all. So this is the first one. So this page right here, where we see these thought bubbles.
What chapter is it?
It's 221. This is the first example where he sees Gojo, and then he thinks to himself, and then he thinks of the quote that Yoshi said about love. So I'm asking y'all, what do you think Gege is trying to say with this? And this is not the only example.
I was trying to read what was he thinking, or what did he say?
Exactly? Gojo's dialogue. Then you see him stop talking, and then this quote right here. I'll put it right there.
I have much more to teach you about love and ultimate strength and the solitude it brings.
And then he says, "Very well," right? Another example.
Wait, who's saying that? Just to be clear,
that's the quote that Yorozu told to him, and he's thinking about it when he's about to fight Gojo. Because the whole thing is about do you need someone else to satisfy you, right? Because if you need other people, that means you're acknowledging that isolation isn't the right answer. So then again, when he gets punched by Gojo, that quote plays again in his head. I'm trying to get this right. The quote plays again in his head. So I'm asking, why is he thinking about love during this battle? What do we think Gege is trying to say? Because we know that obviously Gege is not throwing this in for no reason. So I'm asking you, why do you think Gege put that in there?
Well, like you said, like that's the other side of the coin for Sukuna. Like that's the other side that he's fighting against. So he's like, you can say like also like with Maki, how it's like, oh, what's more important, like the body or Jujutsu, stuff like that. So it's like, because he's very, how do I explain this? He's very like, what I believe in is finite, and it doesn't move me, and it doesn't move. And if something challenges that, it has to be greater than what I have. So if he's focused on solitude and Jujutsu, and someone that rivals him is about love and community, Now, of course, he's gonna weigh like, okay, which one is stronger, which one is better.
True. Thank you. And so the collective effort of Jujutsu Kaisen forces prove that ideal wrong.
Yeah.
So
I'm literally giving that out.
So thank you, Lani. So when if he's seeing this side of the argument, right, he's already thinking about it, and then that side of the argument proves him wrong. What's the problem?
Oh, you think I have a problem with that message? Because I don't have a problem with that message.
No, it's not just that. What I'm saying is that him thinking about, because I think
because we knew that it was a whole. We knew for like the longest time it was like solitude versus.
I understand that, but it's not just simply about him being proven wrong. I'm saying that why do you think he's thinking about it in general? Like because the characters.
If someone has their ideals and they're pitting their ideals against my ideals, of course I'm gonna be thinking, are their ideals better than mine? Are their ideals more valuable than mine? If I don't want to be politics, but like Democrat and Republicans, if they're going at it and they're talking about their beliefs and their policies and things like that, of course, what they're saying and their viewpoints on life and their viewpoints, they're gonna be running through my head, be like, are they actually right, or are my ideals more important than theirs? Stuff like that. That's just how things work.
So my question to you is, if you're proven wrong, is there an issue with you considering the side that just proved you wrong?
My thing is, what I would say about it, and this is just my thoughts about it. I could care less whether or not people like or dislike the ending, but I think for the most part, when it comes to the theme, I do think that was pretty obvious. I mean, even Yuta embodied it pretty well in terms of his curse techniques versus someone like Sukuna's, right? So I think that was pretty obvious in a lot of points. My thing is, like, I don't think they did a good enough job trying to explaining how Sukuna came to this thought process and explaining how that thought process, other than, just a whole bunch of guys jumped me, was challenged appropriately based off how he initially came to this thought process. I think that would hit more home into the ideology. I mean, the idea is love. Well, just a lot of people who are friends, they just beat me. I mean, sure, I think it's thinking a little bit more deeper than I felt that was actually shown personally. But if you agree, I don't care. But I would appreciate more when it comes to an ideological battle in developing the ideology and tackling the specifics on how that development of the ideology was challenged appropriately based off circumstances in the series. And I don't think they did that.
Everything you just said happened in the story, though. The circumstances. Wait, what would have been better circumstances to prove? Because if his whole thing is about strength in the context of battle, because the thing about it is, because it's an action story, the stories are through action. So if his whole thing is that in battle, solitude makes me this strong, no one can rival me.
But what led him to that point, Ty? We don't know.
He's the strongest. Wait, what? Wait, no lie.
I'm saying, what led him to those ideologies? What led him to think like that? Like, you don't just think like that for no reason. You're not just born, oh yeah, this is how I think and this is how, like, no, there are things that you go through in life that lead you to certain points. Also, when it comes to the whole ideology battle, we all know that's the most obvious thing. But at the same time, towards the end, when he's fighting Yuji and Toji, he's not thinking about their ideologies. He's thinking about whooping their ass. Like, he doesn't. So it's like he's not challenging. He's not questioning his ideology in the middle of fighting them.
Bro, when he's fighting Yuji, he's literally thinking about Yuji's idea and trying to crush them. And the thing about it is, though, if he's going into the battle with this thought process, he doesn't have to think about it at every single turn of the battle. The point is that it was on his mind at the beginning, and then
that's in the beginning, but then we don't see it. But do we see it in the middle like that? Do we see it at the end?
But hold on a second. So once we present what his ideal is, we present him considering the other side. Gege does that short over and over and over again. He showed it enough for us to understand that's what he's considering. If you disagree with that, then we just disagree. I think that it's very obvious that he was thinking about love during this battle. I don't think that's even.
Yeah, if you want to say he was thinking about it during the dojo fight,
we see the narrative play in his head. So I don't even know how does even question that could even be put in question.
Yeah, I think it's honestly stretching it a bit. I think you're giving Gege a little grace because you're saying like he showed it in the Gojo fight, but then there's like a dozen other encounters after that, and we don't get to see him
about it after Higuruma, and then we even see it in his domain with Yuji, because Yuji's trying to again express to him the value of life and love, and he's like, I don't care about this, right? Because again, what
That's
reason
not
would he
him
have
challenging it. That's not him like challenging
that?
himself.
That is,
and be like,
that
I
is
don't care.
literally if Itadori is presenting with him an idea and he's denying, that is a challenge. That's
I'm saying
literally
he's
a
not
challenge.
challenging it within him. He's not questioning himself. He's saying straight up no.
No, wait. No. What I'm saying is that he's challenging the ideal, because because think about the love point I brought up. It's not about him. The only time I said he questioned himself was after Higuruma. That's what I said. I said he's thinking about love, right? What he's thinking about. He's not. He's
What's
questioning his
that
own ideals.
Higuruma chapter?
You said the Higuruma chapter. It's
Yeah, what is
like 248, because he's questioning why is he, because again he questioned himself why he's bored, right? Why does he feel like, is he disappointed? But Sakuda's whole idea is that he doesn't need anyone to satisfy him. So again, that would be inexplainable if this had been a consideration, right? Because he's lost in, because he's lost in thought. He says, am I feeling down because that sorcerer it died? And then he immediately says, well, I've never needed anyone to satisfy me. But the question is like, why would he even bring that up and then immediately counter? Well, I didn't need one anyways. It's like I don't think that's just there for no reason.
Well, we also saw that he was excited about someone's growth, and it was going to be a challenge to him. It's like, oh, this guy's so much potential as Gojo. This guy's enough potential to eventually challenge me, but he died. But he like lost too quickly.
But Lani, think about what you're saying though. If his whole idea is I don't need anyone to satisfy him, why would the definite sorcerer? Why would a definite?
I'm not challenging on I'm not challenging on the whole love thing. I'm challenging that he never really challenged it within himself. He never really second guessed himself towards the end. As we literally see in his dying moments, he didn't just turn a new leaf. He didn't say like, "Oh, you guys were right." He was like, "No, I'm still a curse. Fuck y'all." That was his dying breath. That was his dying breaths. So
he didn't question himself until he lost, or at least, actually, I want to say question himself. He did not fully accept this idea until he lost. That's why he said, "I lost after all."
After he lost, not even when he lost. After he lost,
I know
which to me is dumb. To me, that doesn't make any like because one, you're dead now. So like I said, it's like the rock climbing thing. You're climbing rocks your whole life. You die. You're dying. You're like, oh, I don't regret anything. And then you're in the gates of heaven. You're like, yeah, I should have never done this. No, that doesn't make any sense.
Yo, Lani, where are you getting this from? Where are you getting this from? Of I don't regret anything, then I shouldn't have done this. When did he say that? He never said I shouldn't have done this. He never said he had any regrets. Those things, you just made that up. He never said either one of those things.
The last chapter where he's talking about different choices and things like that, and how he might have done things differently, or how he might have gone, or he had other paths to go through.
Okay,
that was not established well enough in the beginning of the story, because that he wasn't thinking about that enough to me for it to be that significant in the last 2 pages of a damn series. To me, that's dumb.
No, it's so here's
I get this. To me, it's dumb. Hold on, here's not the worst part of the last chapter, but it's still a dumb part to me.
This is the disconnect. He doesn't have any regrets. That's not, he is not like, that is just not what was being suggested at all. What he is saying is, because I lost, maybe I'll take a different path. That is not, I regret the way I live. That is not.
Maybe I'll take a different path. That's what are you talking, Ty? What are you saying to me right now? Because I lost, maybe I'll do something else. What? That's literally.
That doesn't mean you have. That doesn't mean that you have regrets, though.
I would interpret it you having regret. The way you lived your life was wrong, so you would live your life a different way. I mean, my question to you, Ty, is when it comes down to
just because I made a mistake in the past doesn't, and I'm doing something different, doesn't mean I regret my past. You can that's not what that.
I'm rereading this right now. So
well, I'm interpreting the idea. I guess the word regret means a lot. When I'm using the term regret in the purpose of this conversation, it's the idea that I chose wrong. I should have done something else, and that's what I'm looking at when the term regret is being used in this context. I chose wrong. I did wrong. I shouldn't have done that. I would do.
If there's a next time, maybe I'll change how I live. To me, that sounds like regret. To me, that sounds like, oh, maybe I'll do things differently the next time around.
What I explain is what.
Wait. You can make a mistake, and then choose to do something better without regretting the mistake you made. That can happen. Like, I don't know why we're like that's. Y'all don't think that can happen? You don't think you can choose to do something different but not regret the mistake you made? Is choosing to do better instantly mean you regret all your mistakes? That is just not. That's not what that means. Literally. And that may be just, and I could just say that from like a spiritual standpoint, because I'm a Christian, and the Bible tells you not to regret your mistakes and move forward and just be a better person, but not live with regret. So I believe that two key things can exist. I can choose to want to do something differently or consider something different without then also regretting my life. I don't know why it's like one of the.
I completely because hold on. I don't want to go into semantics because I understand where you're coming from. That's why when you were talking about, I was like, I know what Ty is talking about. I know how he's using it, because the regret terminology based off how you're referring to is to insinuate that this is to improve my current character. The way I'm looking at it for Sukuna, however, is the idea of I would not want to be this person at all. I would just choose a different path altogether from the past. So my past self, because that's what that he's referring to, his past decision would be a completely different decision. It's not growing past that decision. It's changing your decision to go down a different path. That's why I would use regret in this situation, because you're not improving yourself. You're changing yourself.
I still think you can. That's fine. I think that change and regret don't necessarily need to go together.
They don't need to go together.
Depends
but,
on.
there's a saying.
I hear you.
This applies to you sometimes. I feel like this applies to you when it comes to mangakas. And this is not a slight. This is just sometimes a good thing. I fear a man who believes in good, for he can excuse any evil. Because guess what? That part of the story, the whole love versus solitude, beautiful. The whole Yuji passion on the torch, beautiful. Guess what? It's still shit. It's like a golden turd. Riddell, can you pull up the golden turd for me when you get a chance? Because guess what? It's wrapped up in a pretty bow. The message is beautiful, but the setup is trash. I'm sorry, because I'm sorry. I'm going off right now because we're really talking about the last chapter. Oh, let's talk about the last two chapters, because we all know that was some damn filler. That felt like a damn filler episode. The last two chapters. We want to talk about the last three. Why do we care so much about these random ass culling game characters? Oh, by the way, did the United States because that represents the last 3 chapters of JJK right there. A golden fucking turd. Because you take out the gold, take out the jewels. That's what you get.
I'm sorry. You said like he's just showing what happened to people after the conflict. I'm so confused. Why is that? Is that a problem?
I don't give a damn about the random ass samurai. I don't care about the sumo wrestler. Why are we focusing on the main people? I don't care about the guy from Africa and the random friend that Hey, do you know what his friend's name is? Random? I don't, off the top of my head. So what?
Hey, you leave Africa out of this, all right, bud? Keep cooking, but leave Africa out of this.
Sorry. Oh! Why did you show someone that had like Ghetto's hairstyle for no damn reason? That made no damn.
Yo, that was disgusting work.
Yeah, that was disgusting. I'm not done, Ty. Oh, what did they also say? Oh, the United States kidnapped Jujutsu sorcerers. That seems more important than just a regular curse user, trolling a damn couple. That seems more important. Oh. Countries kidnapping sorcerers to use them for like power sources and things like that. Oh, what happened to that, by the way? What happened with Ghetto going to the countries, getting them to come in? Because now we know that people are kidnapped. Well, what they gonna do about it? Oh, we don't know, because they're focusing on stopping someone trolling a damn couple. Oh, what else? Oh, why is Sukuna the fallen one? What's Kenjaku's core wound? Do we know? No. Oh, did Megumi ever really reach his full potential like Gojo wanted to? Did he really ever do that? Did we ever get to see Megumi's full domain? Oh wait. By the way, what's Yuji's domain name? The main character. Lani. Chat. Anyone tell me what the main character's domain expansion name is?
Saying that because we didn't see his full domain is like a prop. How is that?
I'm just throwing stuff out there. I'm just throwing stuff out there.
Are we just throwing bullshit out just for sake of?
No, it's not bullshit. It's bullshit in the story that's not in there. It's bullshit that didn't happen.
Saying that we didn't see a character see their complete domain is bullshit. How? Why is that bad writing, Lani? Tell me.
You're focusing on that. And not
I'm
like 20 things. You're like,
I'm trying to figure out how far are we going down this rabbit hole. That's what I'm asking.
Oh, when it comes to that, when Gojo had that talk with Megumi, which I thought was a beautiful talk about whole Jujutsu Sorceress, like, hey, at the end of the day, it's about you. It's about you at the end of the day. and you need to like fully realize stuff like that. We never really got to see Megami at his full potential. We never got to see that. We didn't. Like I said, oh, Miles is back. Miles, can you tell me Yuji's domain expansion name? Can you?
Yeah,
I didn't think so. Oh, do you know what
Miles, you're muted.
I'm gonna answer your question in a way that you don't like.
It's literally
So if it is called that, Ty, that's cool. But even if we don't know the name, if we understand how it works, do it matter?
I don't think it
yeah.
does.
How am I going to say the
Miles,
name? How am I going to
Miles,
practice the name when I'm pretending I'm an anime character at Comic-Con or anime?
BetterHelp.org,
Expansion.
Riddell.
Hey, domain expansion. What?
I could do Kaioken. I could do Super Kamehameha, Spirit Bomb. I could do Getsuko Tensho. I could do what's some other techniques? X Burner. I could do
Raygun.
Dimension. No, what is Austin's final technique? I forgot what it's called. See, I could do all these techniques and I can name them. I can't do Yuji's. I don't know what it's called.
Elite trolling.
Domain
by
expansion.
Yeah, it's just domain expansion. That's all we need to know. Oh, Miles, when the United States
I'd rather be Gojo.
when the United States went into Japan under Ghetto's after talking to Ghetto, and they like captured Jujutsu sorcerers, and they say, oh yeah, they captured people. Do you think that's more important than just a random curse user for the last 2 chapters that's trolling a couple? Do you think what's more important? Kidnap Jujutsu sorcerers or stopping a troll? I think one's more important than the other.
Lani,
But we're never gonna get into the conclusion of that.
Lani, are you done?
Go ahead, Ty.
So let's go back. Let's go all the way back. We just went down. Let's go back. So you said the themes were good. They weren't set up well, right? So let's start with the first one because you brought up Gojo. We talked about Sukuna. We talked the Gojo thing. You don't think that Gojo passing his will to the next generation was set up well?
That's not what I said, but it was set up well.
You just said that the things were good. You said Gojo passed on his will. Love, cash. It was set up. It was all good. Mess was good, but it wasn't set up well. So I'm asking, was that part of the? So was that set up well?
Yeah, in like a filler episode type way. Because like I said, the first half of the am I wrong? Riddell, did the first half of the last chapter not feel like it could have been a filler episode?
No, wait.
We're
talking about the setup. Gojo.
I agree with the filler stuff, but I would say like I do think Gojo did a pretty good job setting up.
No,
Gojo passed on his will was something that was established literally like in fucking.
Yeah, no, that was established well. So
I asked you about the setup, nigga. We're talking. That's a setup. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
there?
no, that's set up well.
Are you talking about the final?
Why are you saying a filler? Why are you saying in a filler type of way when the setup has not? It's literally in chapter like 10 or something. Like,
Leroy, this is where I want to tell you to shut the hell up because you don't know what the hell you're talking about. this. Leroy.
So okay.
Hey, man.
Let's go back. Okay. So
I already said why I didn't like it. So
so you said the thing. So you think obviously you think the love versus isolation was set up well, correct? You think that thing was set up well?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So you're just focusing on themes. You're not focusing on like any of the other.
I'm not, Lani. I'm not.
Because if you just want to focus on themes, then I'm with you. Yeah, the themes are great. Because I love JJK. The themes are great. I'm with you there. If you just want to ignore everything else, then
I want to ignore both of you. $5 super chat. Kai English. He said, might be a potential merchant, but at least he reaches potential unlike that bum Megami. Facts!
Hold on a second.
Kai!
When I was Lani,
I
asked you about
at least wasn't a body bag used for.
I didn't ask you about things. I literally asked you. Well, no, that wasn't the only ask. I asked you about Gojo's character arc. That's not like it is. But also everything ties into the theme. Like so, like inherently everything we talk about is going to somehow be thematically relevant. So as I'm asking you. Like was the Gojo? You said the Gojo thing was set up well, and obviously with Ichidori that'd be set up well. Okay, so the love versus isolation set up well. What else is within the final chapter, or at least the final 2 chapters, as far as that you say wasn't like set up well?
Do y'all think that the part with Mei and like the whole thing? Do you think that could have just been in a guidebook? Do you really think that needed to be in the second last chapter?
Are we gonna stay focused or not?
I'm just asking a question.
But I'm asking you. I'm just stay focused. Okay, so do you think that them wrapping up like because you say you didn't care about what happened to the Culling Games players, but I'm like, wouldn't that be part of like him wrapping up that story arc? Like, what was the issue with that?
The issue is like, yeah, you can still like highlight what they're doing while also putting more focus to other things, like more important
How?
things in the story.
Break it down. Break that down for me. If in that chapter, it's in that chapter or the chapter before. Like what? I'm trying to figure out if that chapter is wrapping all those characters up, then within a 19-page limit, where realistically would you have liked something else to go? Like, how would you reformatted it?
I'm saying that one, not all of them are important. I'm sorry, the samurai, the people that Maki were talking to, the samurai and the sumo guy, we don't give a damn. I'm sorry. Does anyone really care about what happens to them? Because basically all Maki told them was like, hey, we're gonna eventually have to kill you guys anyway, but here's a sword. Go hide out somewhere. Did we really even need to know that? No, why?
So
because
you know what's funny? If we didn't see any of the Culling Games players, people would be like, "Why haven't we seen the Culling Games players? They just disappeared." That's what would have been said.
That at all.
That would have been said. I promise you. That would have been a complaint. People are like, "Well, what happened to all the Culling players? They just roaming out? Like we don't even know." Like that would have been said. It would have.
I honestly wouldn't have cared. I would have cared more about some of the more important themes. You know, like maybe learning more about Sukuna. That would have been more important than those Culling Game characters. Maybe learning more about Kenjaku. That would have been more important. Just things about like some of the main characters in the story. That to me would have been a little bit more impactful for the last final chapters. Like the last 2 chapters. Yeah, I'm sorry. The last 2 chapters, I don't care about side characters that we see like in one encounter. I really don't care. I care more about the main cast. If you care about all the little side characters, that's your prerogative, Ty. I don't give a damn about that.
He's wrapping up an arc. Like
you're wrapping up your story. It's not an arc. It's like you're wrapping up your story. And you're choosing like the second to last chapter to talk about to like highlight many characters.
Why? Wait. So you think that this arc, I'm trying to figure out if this arc was the Culling Game, like that this, even though the Sukuna Culling Game is still active, right? You don't think that them concluding that is important? I guess I'm trying to figure out like what.
It was not concluded well. One, I'm saying, I think we can all agree that more chapters were needed. We can all agree that a few more chapters were needed to fully flesh out the ending. Because it didn't feel right. We can agree. So if you want to say like, oh, at what time they only had like 5 chapters left, so what time could they have done that? They shouldn't have been that in the first place. It really shouldn't have been that in the first place. I'm sorry, like if you wait until the second last chapter to wrap up the side character's story arcs, to me that's bad.
Wait, Lani. Lani. Why would they not wait to that point if they were involving the main conflict? I'll ask you a question, Lani. Realistically, when could this have came before this moment?
That was kind of what I was going to ask him.
Like you said, don't wait to the second last chapter. But why would they?
What part are you talking about?
Where else we see the conclusion to them concluding the Culling Games than after the fucking Culling Games?
What I'm saying is,
am I missing something?
I'm confused. I don't know exactly what y'all talking about.
I feel like you're missing the point.
You said don't wait till the second to last chapter, and I'm asking you, where else would he have put this at? Where during the Sukuna fight, before the Sukuna fight, like where?
Are you talking about the simple domain?
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying you're missing the point, Ty. It's not that it's in there. I'm saying that
don't wait till the second to last chapter.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's not fully. The ending is not fleshed out enough. If that is your second to last chapter, wrapping up those little side characters that half the people we don't even remember their fucking names. To me, that's a bad way to end your story. That's not a fleshed out enough ending. So yes, it should be in the story, but it shouldn't be your second to last chapter. I shouldn't be seeing the sumo guy the second to last or the last chapter.
Why shouldn't it be?
Okay, all right.
I'm asking why should
I really feel like that. I'm being so honest. I feel like that's a dumbass question. I really feel like
I'm asking. No, wait. Why is it a dumb question? I'm asking you. I'm saying why should it not be?
From my perspective, I'll say my perspective.
No, right there. I want to answer. This is the dumb question. Why should it not be?
It felt like
Lani, don't say it felt rushed. I'm sorry. That's not. No. You said that you should wait to this chapter. Why?
You shouldn't wait till the second to last chapter.
Why?
Because I feel like there's so many things that they left out.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Never mind.
Never mind.
Yeah, we're here.
Oh, go ahead, Miles. Ask a question.
Here's my problem with the JJK fandom at large, right? How often did Gege during the course of this story take time to actually do these lengthy explanations that y'all are asking for? When was that precedent set that y'all expected to just happen?
the precedent of like getting Sukuna's backstory or understanding.
When was
why
that
he did-
established as a core plot point that needed to be explored that you guys expected to happen though?
Let's see. With how many times that they referenced the Henin arc, it made sense. With knowing nothing about why Kenjaku really did what he did and stuff like that, what led him to find these ideas, that led to that.
But wait,
When
we
it-
know why he did what he did. You're just saying what set him on that path originally?
Yes.
I think it was to do what he was trying to do. Merge all of Jujutsu in one location.
Yeah, but what led him to that?
Why does
Just
that matter?
Just cause? If we're just going with just cause, and like
I think for main villains it matters personally.
Ah,
I also agree with that statement. Now, hold on real quick. Can I also ask you a question? So, Ty, was it fair what Lani's saying that JJK could have used a few more chapters? Like, I'm not even saying like 10. Let's just say 3 more chapters. If JJK had 3 more chapters, would do you think the ending would be better received than it is right now?
3 more chapters of what?
Like, for instance, I'm right there. I was listening on my way back to the crib. I agree with Riddell. I wish it felt like when Sukuna was like, "Oh, that turn." If we got even a chapter, even half a chapter of Sukuna kind of like whether or not it's accepting it or just thinking about it some more, and then we got the conversation because when I first read it, I was right off football practice. I just got done screaming at 12-year-old kids. I was not the right time. I read over again, and I agree with Miles. I actually kind of like that conversation he has with Mayudo. But my only thing, it just felt like I feel like we're missing like a half a chapter or a chapter where Sukuna just kind of accepts this ideal to a point where so the ending could flow a little better, especially for the layman's terms. Like, I don't love the series like Lani loves the series, but even I was like, that seems a little fast paced for him to just all of a sudden accept it like that, and especially with the culling game things that we were getting right before that.
You know something interesting? Here's what I find pretty interesting, and I've noticed this. It seems like, and this is something I just noticed in general, a singular event, if a super good guy experiences one singular event that makes them bad instantly or makes them traumatic or makes them go crazy, people just accept it. But when the opposite happens to a person who is evil and a single event actually sways their opinion, it's like instantly received a different way. So, for example, like if you disagree with that, Lonnie? Because, like, for example,
no, I just know where you're going with this. And
no, wait.
Go ahead, Ty.
No, like, do you have a problem?
Go ahead, Ty.
No.
I want to hear your whole statement.
What I'm saying is, if this guy built his entire ideal off of strength and ultimate strength and winning, what is the issue with the loss? Make him consider another perspective.
You know what's the issue, Riddell? Can you pull up that panel?
Okay, got you. Which one? There's 2. You sent me 2.
The dying breath one.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so where in this dying panel does his perspective change? Let me know where in this panel does his perspective change.
It doesn't happen.
That's when he's dying in Yuji's hands.
Wait.
This
So
is
you're saying,
disingenuous.
let me ask you.
Where's the
Lonnie,
change? I'm trying to see the change, Miles. I'm
Lonnie,
trying to see the change.
Lonnie, this is nasty though.
I'm
Lonnie,
trying to
man.
see the change.
Lonnie,
I'm trying to see the change.
Do you really want me to answer, or are you going to keep talking, Lonnie?
No, go ahead.
Do you
go ahead.
want me to answer?
Yes, answer.
We don't see the change to the next chapter. Like, that's, I don't really like. And so then my question is, why is that an issue? Because what? Because what?
Because he's dead, nigga. I don't know. It's after the fact. If he lost and then he's like, you know what? You guys were right. And then croaked, you got me. You got me, Ty. But if you're dying still saying fuck you, and then in the afterlife, you know what? Maybe he had a point. No, that doesn't go to me. That doesn't connect, Ty. I don't know.
No, wait.
Random. If you're saying, yo, if this is random. I think Albert reincarnation is the best isekai.
The problem,
then I see him in heaven. He's like, you know what, Lani?
Lani. I think the biggest issue with this is that I think that him losing Like him, like I don't. This doesn't even necessarily have to be about Itadori specifically. I think the biggest thing is about that he just lost. Like that's what it is. Like him losing, whether he talked to Itadori, whether it came from Gojo, like him losing proves everything he thought to be true incorrect. So it's not about him saying, Itadori, you were right specifically. It's about, dang, well, I lost. So that
and you can see him dying after the loss, and he does not have that energy, Ty.
So I'm asking you, because at least to me, I think that's more in character for him as far as relationship with Itadori. Like their established dynamic. Like their established dynamic. I don't think it would be in character for him to actually confess that to Itadori. I don't think so. If you think so, then we just disagree.
And I don't think Itadori was waiting for him to do that either.
It sounded like Yuji wanted.
The reason why I say is because we know that, again, this is something that's in the story. This is not my opinion. We know that he has specifically an issue with Itadori because of his ideal. We know that to be true. He treats Itadori differently than everyone else. Like, we know that to be true. And so I'm saying it feels to me it's in character for him not to actually have the confession to Itadori, but then still feel like, well, since I lost, maybe I'll consider another path. Maybe.
Like I get what you're saying.
That's
Ty.
consistent. Like that's literally consistent.
I look. I get what you're saying, Ty. Like maybe for me personally, because I like that. Maybe, I'm just gonna have to accept that part because that's just how Gege writes his story. I would have liked a chapter where we just kind of see that thought process of that. But I got no problem with that. It just felt like even when I read it again this morning because I want to make sure that when you guys go at it, I know it still feels a little the turn still feels a little rushed to me, but that's just maybe because of what I'm used to with the stories that I read. You know what I mean? So maybe that's my problem with it.
Tell me it's not rushed. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it's like to me, it's like a turn. It's like, oh, fuck you. And then, I was wrong. Like I said, if random loves jobless reincarnation. If he says, oh, throughout his whole life, it's the best isekai ever. And then I see him in hell because we did a bunch of fuck shit. And then he's just like, you know what, Lani, you were right. The beginning after the end is way better. I would have been like, bitch, that doesn't go with your whole ideology throughout our whole. It doesn't make
is Lani.
So no,
you're ignoring.
To me, it's not the fact that he changed. It's not the fact that he changed. It's the fact that his dying breath was "fuck you," and then the next scene, I could have done things differently.
He
like,
said,
no, it's not.
That doesn't,
no, it doesn't work like that.
He just said, "Don't underestimate me. I'm a curse." And again, I'm saying based on their established relationship that we know what their relationship. Like again, these scenarios you're bringing up, you're stripping away the context of their relationship and their dynamic. That
I'm not stripping away because I agree that he wouldn't do that either. But I'm saying you're right now. So you're giving okay. So if you agree, if you agree, wait. No, I'm not. I'm talking about what's in the fucking story. What have I talked about that's not in the story? If I'm giving him credit, what did I mention that wasn't something that's on the fucking pages? It's not that you're not saying anything. It's the fact that you're going like the super positive sides of like every single top. Like there's like no negative critiques on anything that we all we all love JJK.
Lonnie,
we all like JJK.
Lonnie,
there's not a negative thing about this. You saying that there's like no negatives in this?
No, like, Lonnie, the problem with this is that I'm responding to things I disagree with you. If you to ask me what problems that I have, I could tell you, but I think your points are bad. So I'm telling you why I think they're bad. That's what I'm like. If we were to talk about things that I think could have been done better, that's a different conversation than me arguing the specific things we're talking about.
All right. I'll say for me, when it comes
down to Leroy, I can't answer that either.
To that situation, for Sukuna, actually, I had a thought. Did I lose a thought? I lost a thought. You guys were talking, I lost it. Never mind. And so, all right, this is what we're gonna do since I lost my train of thought. Is because I already kind of explained what my issue with the ending is, so I don't think I need to say more about that, but I did ask people what their hot takes for the endings are. We also got a rating. What do you rate the ending of Jujutsu Kaisen? Number one, first place. Oh, it's 9 out of 10, 7 out of 8, 5 out of 6, 3 out of 4, 1 out of 2. First place was 5 out of 6. 40% voted there. Second place was 1 out of 2. That was the second highest rating for the ending of Jujutsu Kaisen. I also asked people to give their hot takes, and we can respond to everything. Maybe my train of thought will come back while we do this. Kenny Ulysses, shout out you. You said, no merger, whack. Kenjaku hasn't talked to Yuji since I don't know what chapter. Then he just dies. Off-screen Urame, plus the rest of the Cullen games, no bueno. That is what Kenny thought.
Did y'all want Kenjaku?
If we're still asking for the merger, bro, we just read different stories.
Wait, did y'all want Kenjaku to? This
Everyone
is a general
dies
question.
with the
Did y'all
merger,
want
bro.
Kenjaku to meet Yuji? Like have like a whole talk about how he.
Before you go, Lani,
That's his
y'all
mother. I'm not
do
gonna
these
lie.
niggas
Yeah.
not realize that if the merger started, everyone has to
think
die
we
for the
needed that.
merger? Do niggas not realize that the merger? Like,
Oh,
his
I don't
security
think the
would
merger
die.
should happen either. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, no, I don't think the merger should happen. But I'm saying, yo, Ty, like before we got to the point, did you want eventually a Kenjaku Yuji confrontation with like the whole "I'm your mother" type situation?
Maybe not that specifically. I don't think that, but just conversation, sure, but maybe not that. Like, I don't know if
It's not a big gripe I have. It was kind of weird that they never like had like, oh, you're my parent type. The fact that that never happened, even though like Kenjaku talked to his school friends or whatever, like his friends from school, but he like never talked to Yuji directly. That was just like,
I don't think Yuji knows anything about his like lineage, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't like any of it
except about
personally.
Shoto and the
So Yuji is the son of the reincarnated twin of Sukuna. I still think that's stupid, and nobody's gonna tell me otherwise. Reincarnated twin of Sukuna, and then Kenjaku became his mother, and then they had Yuji. Yeah, Yuji doesn't know about any of that. It's kind of wild to me. That's just me. But let's go.
I don't think he needs to know, but a confrontation between them would have been cool. Like, they had one at the end of Shibuya, but if another one, I think that'd been cool.
I think, yeah,
I
think it would've been valuable.
I wouldn't have needed it at all. I would have been fine.
Yeah, I don't need the "I'm your mother." I don't think that matters, but
That would have done nothing. That would have done nothing. Then I think it would have just been for memes, for real. People would have just memed the shit out of them.
I don't know. Depending on what Kenjaku's like real plan, it could have made Yuji question his ground. It could have solidified his ideals. There's actually a lot of stuff you could have done with it potentially, but I don't think there was enough narrative threads.
The reason
I don't think Geiji wanted to do
the reason why it does it because he knows that he's related to Choso and them, so he knows that he was an experiment. Like, he understands that.
But obviously, there's more to it considering.
What I'm making is I don't think that him having that context would change his perspective if him knowing that he's an experiment didn't. That's what I'm saying. I think that's already groundbreaking enough, and we saw that it didn't make him waver. So I don't think that him knowing that Kenjaku's behind it would then be like this. Like, he knows that it was obviously something like demonic or evil that caused this, but I don't think that it being Kenjaku would have shifted him at all.
But having a vague idea versus knowing the intentionality or your purpose, as well as obviously knowing who your biological parents are, the people closest to you, quote unquote, because other than his grandpa in the first chapter, we don't really know his family life in general. I think that
the only reason it doesn't have relevance because he doesn't care about that. Like, he doesn't want, like, he knows his grandfather and he was raised by his grandfather. He said he doesn't want to know about his parents. The only way that to me would make, I think, would be if he was curious about it, or he had a relationship with his parents and wanted to long for understand his parents, and then I'll be like, okay, then I would have a problem with that. But the fact that his parents aren't really relevant to him, to me, what would that relation do for him specifically if he doesn't have a connection to his parents?
I mean, that could also be like a denial story point in the sense that you're surface level and we don't even know why he doesn't want to. Honestly, I don't really care that much. Let's move on to the next hot take. Claudio, this might be one of the worst endings of a manga. I really hope that we have a part 2 of JJK. Not only can we respond to that hot take, but a lot of rumblings, me included, say the only way this kind of works for me is if there's a sequel. Do we think a sequel will happen?
It still feels like if he wants it,
or not a sequel necessarily. I think a prequel. So like a sequel prequel.
Do you think it was set up because we all know it was set up for a prequel or a sequel? Do you think it was set up well for a prequel or a sequel?
Not a sequel.
I think it's a prequel to me. I agree with Riddell. It's a prequel.
Yeah, no, a prequel. Do you think it was set up well for that? Like compared to like Shippuden or Dragon Ball Z or like other things that had like other manga that had sequel. Do you think it was like a good enough setup for a sequel compared to some of the others?
I don't think that I don't think you need crazy setup for a sequel. Because Naruto Shippuden is not really a sequel because like Naruto manga is just one manga. I mean, like the anime is, but like for Dragon Ball
would be the sequel.
Yeah, exactly. But Dragon Ball Z is a sequel because the Dragon Ball manga had a conclusion. And so now we're starting a whole new story. Like him winning the world tournament was the conclusion. So I think that they resolved this conflict. You could easily just write a sequel if you wanted to.
Well, I mean, as you all know, I think the ending is not good, but I do think it lends itself for a prequel, considering now you have this idea of Sukuna chose the wrong path. What is that path? And that's literally all the prequel needs to be. What is that path that he chose in the first place? And I think that could be good.
It's the path of isolation, the one he chose.
But obviously, we don't know exactly how that went down. We don't know why he chose Arame. We don't know what is really if he cared that much to have it two separate paths in the first place. His thoughts and feelings of, I think people assume that is that girl, Megami's sister reincarnation thing. Seeing all that would kind of highlight who Sukuna really is.
You know what? Do we know how?
He said that he never needed anyone to satisfy him. So like that's the reason why, because he's always been about himself. Like that's the reason why he chose his path.
Do you know how Yarame lived throughout this whole time? Did they ever say how they were just alive?
You talking about a reincarnated sorcerer?
No, Yarame, because she was alive, or they were alive before the whole Culling Games thing. Like they've been alive this whole time. So do we know how?
I don't remember.
I don't remember them ever discussing that, to be honest.
They did, but I don't. So it happened after the Kyoto School arc, because I was rereading it. And I saw that I just forgot what they said though.
They talked about how Arame was alive for so long.
Yeah, it was right when the guy that Gojo did the blue on, like the guy with the he was fighting the Gakuganji, and then Gojo, like he was before he blasted Hanami, he did blue, he teleported, and then he killed the dude, and then they mentioned Arame, but I just forgot what they said though.
Okay. Until further notice, I'm gonna assume that they didn't really explain it. Miles, prequel, yes or no? Yeah, we haven't heard much from you.
I'm good. I'm not looking for all of the answers that y'all are looking for.
Fair enough. Another hot
nasty. I feel like he has some hidden agenda.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm just, bro. When I'm looking at shit, whether I'm reading it or watching it, I just take it for what it is. And bro, like Sauce said in the comments, like we were getting to in the comments, a lot of that explaining and detailed stuff y'all are looking for were in the fights. If it wasn't covered in the fight, or usually at the end of arcs when there's like an actual conclusion, bro, I've already accepted I might not get no more than that, and I'm fine with that. I think the story was okay without that extra stuff. That's just me though.
Yeah, but for me, I would say I don't need all the answers, but for a story to really feel like one of them ones for me, because everything I read, I want it to be one of them ones. Unless I'm just watching brain rot on YouTube, then I mean, of course. I mean, what am I supposed to expect? But if I'm taking my time reading a story, I'm expecting it to be one of them ones. And I never really liked JJK that much. I don't think the plot. I'm not really interested in the plot. I don't think the plot was that great. I thought it was cool. I thought it was okay. But I had high hopes for Sukuna. I absolutely did, and I don't think he lived up to my expectations.
He lived up to my expectations. I'm not gonna lie. But I just have a whole problem in general with that style of ending. The whole, I don't want to call it boss rushy, but the very final boss at the top of the mountaintop. I didn't like when Demon Slayer did it. I really didn't like when Claymore did it. It's just not my cup of tea. But it is what it is. I didn't think it was that bad.
Fair enough. I'll read another hot take, and then Lani, you can respond first. And then we have a couple in the Discord. A lot felt rushed and unresolved. Sukuna and Urame should have had an arc to explore their origins. Thoughts?
I think a lot of people are just asking for something that just Gege doesn't do. He just doesn't do it.
That's been my point, Randall.
As much as I would like it, because I love when you flesh out a character. That's fine. Like, it's fine. You know, that's just not what he does. I think people just have to accept that.
Yeah, I remember when we first started. I think when we were on PC Anime and we were talking about, it was like even before the Gojo fight started. We're like, I remember there's a Riddell, Miles, random, like Ty. We're all saying like, eventually when they go into this and go into that, go with that, this is gonna be like all time great, yada yada. And then 70% of that stuff they never went into. And end of the day, it's unfortunate. So I mean, because we kind of assumed that like, oh, these are obvious things that we're gonna get, and we just never got them. So it is what it is.
A couple more hot takes from the Discord. Y'all can all join by going to our link tree. Shout out. And also put your questions in the chat. We'll answer some of your questions in the chat as well. If you want your question answered, just put it. This is usually we'll only answer super chats, but this is the ending of JJK. So put your questions about JJK in the chat, and then one of us will respond. But here's a hot take from Santo. He said, if anyone says it's good, shame on you. That's what Santo said. Saw said, from the manga I've read, this might be the most confused, the most dissatisfied, the most disappointed I've ever felt towards an ending. And even if if a sequel happens, this doesn't build up any hype for me. This ending doesn't build any hype for the sequel for me. That's what Saw said.
The thing, well, to Santo and Sauce's point, because the thing is, I usually like a lot of endings. There's like very few manga endings that like I have problems with or like really don't like. And oh, I'm trying to be nice. No, this is just, I kind of agree with what Santo and Sauce were saying. This is like just so underwhelming and so dissatisfying. Yeah, Gege got his point about love conquers solitude off, but I just feel like he dropped the ball in so many different areas. And there's, like I said, we have like a million questions, and of course we're just never gonna get the answers to them. And to me, that's just ass. So yeah.
Kobe's son said, man, I said this a while ago. JJK going to have to go all out on the anime because the manga seems rushed. The story is everywhere. And the fact we keep on having debates about who's the MC is pretty annoying too. I haven't read the latest chapter, but from what I read in this chat, I don't think I will.
Oh, and last thing.
That's no debate.
Last thing, and time I get mad at this. This is the one time in the history of me since I was like 6 or 7 years old reading manga. This is the first time in the history chat where I'm okay with an anime ending. I'm okay with the anime ending. I'm okay with it. Because I'm sorry, if you really want to end JJK off that filler episode, Mappa, do your thing, y'all. Do y'all thing. Please don't let it end like that. Do your own thing. I'm so serious.
Lani, you hated, but when that shit is animated, that shit is gonna be gas, nigga. I don't know why you faking.
The Kuna fight, all that shit's gonna be heat. But I'm saying like the last chapter, anime ending that shit up.
I do think that last part of the last 2 chapters is gonna need a lot of anime sauce to help a lot of people
sauce that shit up.
I'm sure that music will help. That one Yuji quote he said to that random guy that doesn't matter, that music will help it hit, because I read that, I was like, nah.
Music, the wind, Miles, the wind gonna blow. Sure. It's go hit. And the guy's gonna look up. The guy's gonna look up in the air. Yeah.
Make sure that the Jujutsu sorcerers that get kidnapped, make sure they're screaming in the background.
Last hot take from the Discord. Looking for the cursed user and learning about simple domain could have been left out, felt like filler. Yuta should have had some serious consequences for switching bodies, especially when it didn't add anything to the fight. I'm not gonna lie, Yuta's my dog, but he did get out of it pretty easily. I'm not gonna lie, he did. I was expecting something a little bit more dire, but hey, I'm cool with it. Yuta's my dog, man. Survive until the end, man. I'm okay with accepting BS if it's one of my dogs.
Oh, Ty, you never answered. What did you rate the last chapter out of a scale of 1 to 10?
Like a 7.5.
I'm in the same boat as Ty. Like Ty said, and I agree with him wholeheartedly. At minimum,
you've been hating on JJK for a while, though, Miles. So
I did not hate on JJK. I hated on Gojo specifically. I didn't hate on JJK. So let me correct you there. But as I was saying, I agree with Ty wherein I give everything a 7 minimum if at least all of the core themes are intact with the ending. That's a 7. And then I'll start subtract. It'll stay there, and then it won't go higher based off, oh, well, did I like this? Did I like that? Or things like that. But y'all acting like this shit is a 5, 6. Y'all tripping. The 1s and 2s, y'all are bugging. Y'all bugging.
That's just disrespectful.
No, I think it's that bad personally, but I really just don't like this ending at all. But
I originally was at 1.
Miles,
Bro, 2?
I think it's below average. So
Damn.
Yeah.
y'all-
Actually, no. If we're not going 2, then I'm going back to 1. Fuck, we being nasty. Yeah, 1 out of 10.
2.
Oh,
I
and
don't
remember,
know.
I didn't like my MHA, but I gave that shit a 7.
I gave MHA like a 5. So I mean, below a 5 is.
Yeah, I gave it a 7. This shit
I
gets
thought
a 1.
MHA had an average ending.
hold on. No.
Yeah, hold on. Oh, we about to see someone on camera. Who saw that, Miles? He said, "Hold on." I mean, I gave MHA ending a 5. I thought it was average. 5 is average for me, so I don't get my baseline is not 7. It's 5, and I think it's worse than the MHA ending. 2, 3. I'll give it a 3. I don't like it. It's not a good ending.
BBL cheeks out of 10. No, I don't even think. I think that's like too. I think that's too nice, Kobe. I think that's too nice. Yeah, no, I'm going back down to a 1 then if he's at a 3. I don't feel so bad. But yeah, I didn't like the MHA ending, but I still gave that a 7. I gave it an objective 7 out of 10. So yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I feel about this JJK ending. 1.
Yeah,
That's you being objective, Lani? 1?
Yeah, that's me being objective. Yeah.
For sure.
You give me half the damn chapters of filler episode. Yeah, I'm being objective.
For sure.
For sure, man. Do we think Kenjaku is back in the story?
I don't give a damn. At this point, at this point, I gave up. At this point, I honestly gave up.
No,
I'll probably like boycott.
So you think that was a red herring with the guy that looked like Kenjaku?
At the same time, how? Oh, guess what? Gege don't explain shit.
Did I miss that?
Yeah,
that's not Kenjaku.
When the comedian was
Who is
talking
the
to someone, they purposely left
I
out.
just think that he found
the
someone
same hair as Kenjaku.
I don't think that's definitely not Kenjaku. Obviously, it's not.
I mean, why would you hide his face then?
Yeah, why would you hide his face then?
Because if I'm being serious, I think that he's just trying to show that he found. Because again, if that was the first person that he was able to land a joke with, I think they just pointed that he's found someone that can fill that void. That's what I think that was. Like, I don't know if y'all disagree.
Ty, I respect your optimism.
Wait. So what else would that be?
Kenjaku or Geto. Why would you hide his face?
Logic.
I know it doesn't make sense. So why do it? I get it. I understand.
But I think we can use context clues. I don't.
Then why he has the same? He looks like Geto.
If wait, this is why
This is
why
I say Ty be giving
wait.
This is why
This is why I'm saying, like, if we're going like an artist's intention, why y'all genuinely think that that's Kenjaku or Geto?
I don't give a damn.
Wait, stop. Do y'all think that Gege is that incompetent of a writer that he would bring Geto back? We saw in Hell, or Kenjaku that we know is dead, and like it's like this is where we're just not. We're not.
I mean, he doesn't answer half the damn questions he leaves out there.
Lonnie,
so yeah, he might be that incompetent.
All right, that's okay. That's silly.
I mean, I only can go based on what's in the story, Ty.
Yeah, I can only
anyway.
Wait,
because Ty, you're using headcanon. You're using headcanon right now, Ty. I'm using what I can see on the.
Oh my god, we're not having a serious conversation.
If I'm being honest,
we're not having a serious conversation.
We're not having a serious conversation.
I just think it's weird that he looks exactly like Kenjaku, and you should hide his face. It's weird. It doesn't make sense to me.
That's fine. I think that's showing that he found someone that filled that void. Like, I think that's what
just show a random person.
He literally could have just made someone randomly laughing. It was the same point would have got across. The same point.
But I guess my question is, why as an artist can he express it that way?
Because it looks like you revived Kenjaku. Why?
Wait. It doesn't revive Kenjaku.
I feel like you're trolling me right now, Ty. I really feel like
I really hope y'all are trolling. This is
like when Madara died, and then you have a situation where Naruto's talking to someone that looks like Madara.
We have to understand this is why again when these scenarios y'all strip break context. This is what I'm saying. So if this is a person that throughout his again, if we introduced him, he's failing at his career. The one person that made him feel like at least that he was competent was Kenjaku.
Right.
And so he's showing that he's now continues career with someone that fills that void. I'm asking, why can't Gege express it this way? That's what I'm at. That's a genuine question.
So one of the most important characters or bodies, you could say, one of the most important bodies of the series, where even on movies he's the main antagonist. Then throughout the show, someone else in his body is one of the main antagonists. And for a side character's story arc, you want to conclude that with him talking to someone with that same type of body, and it just not mean anything.
Nigga, I said that's him showing that someone feel that. I literally said that. I literally said that.
I'm saying
I literally said that.
And
I
nigga,
literally
you think
said
that's
that.
a smart thing to do? I think that's a smart thing to do.
All right, listen.
I feel like that's dumb.
Ty.
Random.
Hey man,
hold on. Ty,
that came from a special place, man.
You have to stop everything.
Gay right now, bro.
Hold on. Ty, Ty. I obviously know what you're talking about. You're thinking that it's more symbolic.
Yes, I know that.
I know what you're talking about.
I think the symbolism is dumb as shit.
The weirdest argument.
No. What I'm saying is, I'm asking y'all, as an artist, why is he not allowed to show it that way? That's what I'm asking y'all. Y'all not giving me an answer.
I personally don't think it's wise
he can do what he wants.
to leave stuff up for interpretation like that. That's what I think. I personally don't think it's wise to leave such a big potential, interpretation that could be damning for the story up for the fans to decide. Hey, is he or is he not dead? I don't think that's smart personally, but I mean, some people like that. So I mean, up to you. I don't think it's
a nigga that can switch in and out of bodies and come back to life. Oh yeah, but let's just leave it up to interpretation that he might be back with symbolism.
It's not up for interpretation. Him being dead, him being alive is not for interpretation. He's dead. It's not for interpretation.
Can we say that for a fact? I just saw his body on a page.
Agree to disagree.
I just saw his body on a page walking. So how do we know?
Agree to disagree. We'll move on. We gave our thoughts about JJK. Some people don't like it. Some people are willing to give it some grace. Some people do like it, and some people think it's okay. With that said, we'll move on. A lot of great JJK talk, of course. With that said, ladies and gentlemen,
what I know, Rika ate Kenjaku, and I understand the symbolism. But guess what? Sometimes your delivery with your symbolism can be ass.
If we know that he is dead, why you say it's up for interpretation? That's not up for interpretation.
But why use symbolism with his body?
Why not? Nigga, why not? Why? We know he's dead.
Why do it, Ty? Why do it?
I told you. He told you like 3 times.
No, I understand. I completely understand what he's saying. I completely understand what he's
Lonnie,
saying.
agree to disagree. We're not going to agree here. Ty's okay with it.
Yeah,
You're not
he's
okay with
the symbolism.
I'm not okay with it. We'll just agree to disagree.
Not needed and dumb. Whatever.
Agree to disagree. Agree to disagree. That's at that point. There's no moving any other way.
God.
With that said, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to Agenda Hour. We said we're going to play this one game, so we'll play this game, and then Lonnie and Random if they have something, and then of course we'll let Miles do his Gauntlet. Then we'll wrap up the show. So let's do Agenda Hour.
I'm not gonna hold y'all. I missed you guys so much. 1 week off, the world goes crazy.
So if I ever go to jail, Ty is my lawyer. That's all I got. Ty is my lawyer.
I'm not your lawyer.
Hey man, I respect it. Hey,
even if I did wrong, he's gonna see the best in me, and he's gonna make sure the judge sees the best in me too.
I don't know why y'all use that. Like, if I am trying to be that, why would, if I see, like, they're obviously skilled, so like that is just me seeing, just expressing what they are. They're skilled artists and writers.
Ty, and I don't fault you for it.
Lonnie, you're writing a story too.
Yes.
So you would so for me, I would never trash someone's work in this manner. If it's a profession I'm trying to get into and they've succeeded in the field I'm trying to get to, I would never trash someone's life work like that. Me personally, I would. I'm not saying that y'all doing. I'm just saying
I'm objective. Whether I'm trying to be in the field or not,
Lonnie, I was being objective too. You just disagree with my points. Everything I don't think I said anything crazy. I didn't.
No, you didn't say anything crazy, Tyler.
All right, we're done. Shout out Bobby, being a member for 5 months. Make sure you guys can go to the YouTube channel, become a member. Very easy. Go over there, support the boys. With that said, I think next episode, because episode 50 we'll do a top 50 antagonist list for the BSS. You know, that's gonna be fun. But for episode 49, since we did it from MHA, we'll probably do it for JJK. We'll do a full analysis of the entire series for episode 49. But for today, we said that y'all said y'all can guess my favorite character. So we'll play this game real quick. There's 10 series. Y'all have to guess my favorite character of these 10 series, and we'll see if y'all get it right. We'll kind of go.
You don't have to do each other's too, right? So say
Eventually, we should definitely do an
You should.
We know. Okay, J Rob's. We can definitely guess J Rob's. Lani has.
Who's the biggest dude that kicks ass? That's
And he's-
half the
And he's
criteria.
a dog. He's a dog.
And he's a dog.
when it comes to series,
Possibly a bully as well. You know.
No, stop that dog. Stop that dog.
But
when
Listen,
it
listen,
comes to
listen,
series
it's
to
not-
me,
it's
like
not-
you guys would be surprised.
If it's not the fault of the dog. If puppies are in his series, they got to stop over. It's not his fault.
interesting. Interesting framing. The only reason why we're doing this for me at the moment is because y'all kept on saying my favorite character is predictable. So
Whoa.
It
Don't
is.
say y'all. Say J.
no, y'all. I think every single person up here thought it was predictable. So
I mean, you said you have a type.
Yeah, well, to say we got mostly because I'm sorry, even though I like villains, I don't have a type. I don't have like a specific type. When
Oh,
it comes
yeah,
to
you do.
series.
yeah,
What's my favorite One Piece character, Miles?
That
Robin?
I don't know.
Okay.
Robin?
No,
Definitely like Robin. Definitely like.
It's
Bob.
not
we're going off of women. You can't include women
Yes, you
It's
can. That's
Robin.
right, boys.
It's literally Robin.
because I like them for
raising
different
the
reasons.
L
I don't like
about
them
the
because of the
Robin.
story. I don't
Knowing
like because
you,
of the story.
it's probably Luffy knowing you.
Chat.
It's not
Chat. Don't
It's
let
Robin.
don't let
Not-
don't
it's
let
not Robin.
Lani
It's Robin and
don't
Boa.
let
It's
Lani
Boa. He likes to get stepped on. He likes.
chat,
Boa.
chat,
I actually
chat.
don't
Don't-
like to get stepped on.
chat,
Thank you. I'm a
Chat,
bad.
don't let Lonnie's raising hell. He's been
Is it
going
law?
crazy in the goddamn
It's law.
Telegram chat about
It's
the
law.
Robin casting for 2 weeks. Like they don't got special effects and shit they
Grant,
don't do in the
You hear
goddamn
that
show.
special effects crap, man? They
Yeah,
know.
Bob, yo,
Yeah, no, we're not gonna- you know what? We're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it.
That's
We're
the
not gonna
dumbest
do it.
shit I ever heard, random.
They've
That's
been
the
doing
dumbest
it for
shit I ever heard.
years, bro.
No, that's one. We're not getting into this. I think all y'all arguments.
What's the special
Robin is
effects?
so
What's the
stupid.
special effect? Robin's
I
titties
think
on the
all this
actors? That
Robin
doesn't make
talk is
sense,
so dumb, bro. I think all this
Apology to any women in the chat.
Apologies.
The casting
Yeah,
is
'cause
just
this
not
random right here. This is
it's
random.
just not.
This is random
It's just not milfy enough for me.
Milfy and
No,
Milfy.
All
I,
I'm
don't-
working
I
with.
need a little bit of maturity, and then we good. Yo,
Hey, yo, why does J Rob stuff? Oh, there we go. I was like, what is
What's good, y'all?
What's good?
Good,
Can y'all hear
man.
me?
Yeah, you missed all the
Yeah,
Jujutsu Kaisen talk, man. You missed all the
Yeah, I just want to say, stupid work day. I'm actually just like getting out of the office right now. But after today, though, we good. I'm gonna be back Tuesday as regular
Watch
scheduled
out.
programming. I missed the
Real
guys
quick, what
though.
would you rate it
How's
1 out of
everybody
10,
doing?
Jay? The last
JJK?
chapter, the last chapter. What would you rate the last chapter 1 out of 10?
Can I just rank it as W for wholesome and call it like that and call it a day?
No, no.
Yeah, I'll take it.
You feel me, Miles? Is that fine?
No. Give it a rating. We need a rating.
I like
Nah, I
that.
read it, but I don't want to rate it though. I don't want to rate it because I'm gonna be honest.
Oh,
Now I'm gonna tell you why I don't want to rate it. I'm gonna tell you I don't want to tell you. I'm not potting while driving. I'm parked right now, Mystic. Don't worry. I'm just gonna get my little 2 cents.
Riddell gave it a 2.
3.
I'm gonna be honest though. Like, I was hard on the My Hero ending, and then I've been watching these anime episodes. That shit gonna be hard. So it's like I don't really know. It's incomplete. It was just wholesome. Like I already knew that we missed out on a lot of information, y'all. So it's like with us knowing that there's only a few episodes left, like how much could they really have fit into the ending? You know what I'm saying?
You accepted it. I respect it.
I mean, we had no choice but to. We had 5 chapters left and with no questions answered. Like, what do we expect? Like, what do we really expect?
No, that's a fair point. Okay, you know
I'll
what?
give it a 6. I'll give it a 6. 6
Okay.
for cool.
6
Cool.
for-
Cool.
All right. Well, let's play this game. I'm gonna name a series. Y'all guess my favorite character. Let's see if you guys can get my type right. First series up. We talked about One Piece. One Piece favorite character.
Zoro.
We gonna just go one by one.
Oh yeah. Everybody go one by one. Sai go.
Sanji.
Lani.
Skip me. I'm thinking of names.
Random hasn't watched One Piece. Miles.
Is it law?
Kobe.
Is it fucking law?
Lonnie,
either Law or Kobe. I did a little bit of research. Is it Law or Kobe?
Oh, it's Law. It is
It's
Law.
Law. It's Law, isn't it?
I thought you're signing.
Lonnie, did
Somebody
you
said
pick it?
Foxy.
I said Law.
It is Law. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Woo!
yeah.
Most,
That
hey,
makes
most
sense.
people got
go.
Law at first. But Ren
Yes.
getting it right out of everybody is crazy. Not gonna lie.
Am I
Yes.
a problem? Why do I have the same favorite character as Riddell? I might need
Foxy.
All right, FMA Brotherhood. Who's my favorite character?
All right, it might be
Mustang.
Mustang.
Yes,
It
Mustang.
is Mustang. No, wait. Nah, fuck it.
Thinking outside the, it gotta be Mustang.
It gotta be
It gotta be
it's
Mustang.
somebody
Like, it
weird.
has no choice. Like, if it's not,
Lonnie?
I don't believe him.
It's either
He's
Mustang
lying
or
if it's not.
maybe
Yeah.
Green.
If it's not Mustang, he's dead lying, bro.
Is it
Yeah, I'm gonna go Mustang, but I feel like it could.
It
be
is
How much
Mustang.
what?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
it's
oh, yeah,
Mustang.
okay.
You're
Yeah, I'm about to
like-
say it, bro. If it wasn't Mustang, he's dead lying. He'll be dead
All right,
lying.
Bro, think he's special.
Naruto. Who's my favorite character in Naruto? I don't think y'all get
Shikamaru.
it.
Shikamaru.
He's not gonna confirm until we all answer.
Yeah.
I want to say Gara.
I'm torn between the two just from what I've seen. Inside Shikamaru or Gara. Shikamaru screams Riddell. No, fuck it. Shikamaru screams Riddell. Everything you want in a character that Riddell.
Sasuke loses too much for it to be Riddell's favorite.
I got Neji.
Facts.
I mean, Neji.
That
Neji-
loser? That loser?
Surprisingly, yeah. I got
We gotta
Neji.
understand though. He has a straight face a lot. And that's Riddell's like speed.
Ty, who'd you guess?
I'm gonna throw out Itachi.
It is. It is. None of y'all got it right. It's Naruto. Naruto's my favorite character.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, stop
my
it.
God.
Stop it.
You telling me every time he says
Alright,
believe it and
let me
screams
drop. I
Hokage,
love
you
y'all.
like hell yeah.
No, no.
I love y'all boys.
All right, bro.
Be
Stay
safe, buddy.
safe.
Drive safe,
I
Gerald.
will. Love y'all boys.
Later.
Peace.
The reason why I like Naruto is I really like his journey. Like, I absolutely love to see him as a kid to grow. Like, throughout the series, Naruto wasn't, but at the end, when we hit the end, Naruto became my
When
favorite.
he
Okay, I
becomes
can
more, when he
respect.
becomes more
I was
straight, when he
like,
becomes
are
more
you
straight
basic?
faced.
Yeah, I mean, it's the basic. I mean, I got to follow his journey from I want to be Hokage to become Hokage. I like
Yeah,
it.
I'm just saying that when he becomes more straight faced is when you start to lock in.
When he became a little bit more serious, when he became like
Yeah.
a leader, yeah, that's
there
when
we
I
go.
was like,
There it is.
yeah. All right, next, Hunter x Hunter.
Killua.
It's either Killua or Kurapika. It has to be one of those
Pick
two.
one.
Killua.
I'm gonna go Kurapika.
Kurapika. I'm gonna go Killua, even though
I'm also
Kurapika
gonna
is
go
more his
Killua.
type. Kurapika's more his type. I'm gonna say Killua.
The answer, and Kai, I have no reason to lie to any of y'all. I'm a truther. Killua is my favorite character.
There we go.
Straight dog.
That's an easy read, Ty. That's an
Yeah,
easy read.
I'm not gonna hold y'all. I'm still gassed. I got Law right. I don't need nothing else.
That's everybody's favorite character, though. That's like the most common pick. Oh, I like
No,
Law.
you're
He's so drippy. His fruit's so cool.
Right.
No, you're right. You're
I'm
right.
about to change my favorite character just because he said that. I'm about to reread all the One Piece.
Well, I like Law because of like how obviously his personality and his intelligence and all that stuff. But Gurren Lagann.
Ooh,
Ooh,
I didn't even look up their names.
good.
I'm gonna go. Well, you talked about Journey. I'm gonna say Simone.
All right. What about the rest of y'all?
I'm gonna say Simone.
Kamina.
Yeah, I was about to say Kamina.
Yeah.
Brandon, have you seen Gurren Lagann?
I haven't seen all of it, so I abstain. I abstain from this one.
Favorite character in Gurren Lagann is Simone. I got it right.
There we go.
Hey, again, similar. Little kid, now we're a big fan. Once he grew up, though, became a leader, is when I was locked in.
Straight faced.
Ubel is Riddell's favorite character. I like the dude.
So we're 3 out of 5 right now.
He's doing solid. Inuyasha, favorite character.
Shishomaru.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Shishomaru is such an easy read, but I feel like he a weirdo and not gonna pick Shishomaru for some reason. Even though he know that's his favorite character. This nigga about to say some shit like Shippo. Like, nigga, you don't like Shippo, bro. You like Shishomaru because you're a weirdo and say something outside of that.
Even though
Actually, drink more water. My favorite character in Free Range. Sorry. Yeah.
I'm gonna throw out, since somebody said Shishomaru, which is probably his favorite character, I'm gonna throw out Koga because he want to be weird today.
He was kind of low-key glazing him the last time we talked
I'm
about
gonna
him
say
a little
Koga.
bit.
I wasn't glazing Koga. I like the name Koga though.
Oh, hold up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
Oh, damn. Somebody dropped a comment in this mud.
W. All right. My favorite character in Inuyasha is Shishomaru.
Yeah.
Easy read.
4 out of 6.
Okay.
I was waiting for this fool to say Morocco. I'm like, shut up. He's everything you hate. He's everything you hate.
Even
I
though
mean,
Morocco,
I was doing
Morocco's
the
funny.
series we
He's
all
funny.
like. I'm sure we all seen. So a lot of them don't really have crazy answers. JoJo's, all of JoJo's.
I
All of it. Oh,
Wait. What's that? What's the girl one? Jolene.
Jolene, yeah.
Jolene.
I'm gonna get Jolene.
I haven't seen all of JoJo, so I can't claim that.
Well, yeah, based off the ones you have seen, maybe you'll get it right.
No, then I would say Jolene.
Okay.
Yo, Kai, Kira's a goat pick, but I don't think he likes somebody that twisted.
Who's the
I'm gonna
serial
be, I'm gonna
killer?
be obvious.
Ooh, Kira.
That's
Kira's a
Kira.
good
That's
pick.
Kira. That's the
I'm
serial
gonna go
killer.
Kira.
I'm gonna go
Kira's a good
obvious.
pick.
Giorno. I'm picking Giorno.
I'm gonna say Jolene.
I'm right.
Favorite character is Jotaro. Jotaro's my favorite.
Really?
Yeah. I like him out more the most out of all the Joe stars. Obviously, Jonathan's last. Jotaro,
Obviously,
Joseph,
Jonathan's last.
Where does Jolene rank?
Jolene
Don't lie.
is like 4.
I like you. You lie a lot.
Damn, bro, 4.
Yeah, so I'll go Jotaro, Joseph. Then, actually, no.
You're a
It's
Joseph
between,
person?
it's between Josuke and Jolene. It's between Josuke and Jolene.
Cook.
I like Jolene more than Josuke. So
Cook.
Jolene, Josuke, Giorno, Jonathan. Bucciarati I like more than Giorno, personally.
That
Okay.
makes so much sense coming from you. Makes so much sense.
Next, Bleach.
Oh, it's so many straight mate.
Okiora.
Here. It's so like, I know like Kubo. He loves the straight face, cool. Like it got so many Riddels in there. That's probably why you like Bleach so much. You got so many Riddell
Actually, no, I'm gonna change it. Kisuke. I'm gonna go Kisuke.
Yeah, it's
a wise pick. What's my homie's name? I know it's not him, but I just want to say his name.
I feel like
Shinji.
You said Shinji. You said
Damn, random catch up.
Yeah, I was about to say I was gonna throw out Ichigo or Byakuya.
What you say? Fuck me for? Like, what? I'm just chilling.
Because Bleach Core 3 is going on right now. You don't know what the hell's happening.
I don't know nothing about Bleach.
Exactly, that's the problem.
Why do you care that I haven't seen
problem.
Wait.
Fuck,
who
like,
got
we
that
fine
shit
over
It's going
here.
on right now, and you can't enjoy it.
What should I say?
Fine, I'll
between
get there
Ichi-
eventually.
All right. One. Who'd you say, Ty?
I'm thinking between Ichigo and Byakuya because Byakuya is definitely your type, but I thought you might be.
It's a good one.
That's his type all the way. The 5th, Dico.
I'm gonna say. Damn. I'm gonna say Ichigo.
Ichigo.
Miles, who do you got?
Shinji.
Shinji, Lani,
He said Kisuke.
Random says Byakuya, even though he doesn't know who the fuck that is.
Yakuya. Favorite? You could. I mean, Uryu was up there, but he didn't do anything in the. I expected a lot out of Uryu, especially in the first arc, but after that, it's just. So he was up there. Stark is a dog. I just, he's just a dog.
We got some new info about him too.
Really interesting.
Very ambiguous, but yeah, new stuff.
Okay.
So
Chad is disgusting. Don't disrespect me like that, Deco. And my favorite characters are between Aizen and Toshiro. But the only reason why
I was thinking he was a guy yet, but I thought he was a bum, so you wouldn't like him.
the only reason why I like Toshiro is because I think that adult form is so fire. I'm not gonna lie. When he goes that adult form, that shit moved me. Other than that, Aizen's like he just got war, bro. He just got war. All right, 2 more. And I'm talking favorites, so obviously I don't need big depth for favorites.
Of course.
2 more. Vinland Saga. Who y'all think my favorite character is?
Orphan.
It's probably
Orphan.
Askeladd. I'll say Askeladd.
Askeladd's a good pick. No, it's
Watch him say Thorkel, knowing good and well.
His ass would say Thor's. I'm like, motherfucker, was it on the story for like Fortune?
Oh, is
It's
that
just
Thor?
Thorfinn.
Thor's that impact. Oh,
He does
no.
though. He does, but it's Thorfinn.
He's still one of the
No,
main.
remember, it's the journey, Ty. It's the journey.
I said
Journey.
Askeladd.
Lonnie, who do you think?
I said Thorfinn.
Yeah, the hero's journey. Thorfinn's story, fantastic. Thorfinn's favorite. Shout out the king, the new king or the prince.
Canute.
Canute grew on me. W character development. Shout out Prodigy with the $2 super set. Blackbeard and Luffy, my favorites. I respect it.
Wait,
and
so
the
who's your
last
favorite
one
character? Is the
Magi. Has everybody seen Magi here? Or
Yo,
no?
Yes.
I actually feel like if we got a reboot, it would go crazy. Even though it doesn't need one
I'm gonna make sure I
technically.
said it
But
right
Okay,
name.
I think most of y'all haven't seen Magi. Okay, I have to think of a different series. Think of a
Oh,
different series.
Can I guess anyway?
Yeah, guess go.
Is it Alibaba?
It is Alibaba. Dog.
Yep.
Straight up. Not Sinbad.
Boy,
Alibaba.
Boy, Miles knocking out the park right now.
All right, think of one more series that y'all all seen, and then I'll have a favorite character, obviously.
Tokyo Ghoul.
Okay, who's my favorite Tokyo Ghoul character?
Arma.
Oh, that is some of the detective nigga.
Yeah.
Oh, he had the black hair, low eyes. Yeah, that's a good pick. I'm gonna say Kaneki.
Lonnie?
Orima.
Random? You seen it?
Not enough. Remember, last time I just haven't seen it yet because I got other things to do.
Oh, true. Favorite character? Whoever said Kaneki got it right. Kaneki.
And Chad, this is how you know that some friendships are lopsided. I read the whole light novel series of Ashoko Tensei, but he can't even watch Tokyo Ghoul. You see how he does me, right?
Man, hold up. Oh no. Don't let Lani lie. Don't let Lani lie. You talked about Lower Olympus, and I read all that shit. So don't give me that. Don't give me that.
I told you to read one arc. You took
me
it upon yourself to read the whole damn thing.
No. You gave me a whole side quest. Don't start goalpost moving down, you motherfucker. All right. Good night, Poo Poo. If I have not been the same since.
$2 super chat by Drink More Water. We'll all answer it. And then Lonnie and Random, if y'all have something you guys want to bring up, you bring it up. And then we'll do the gauntlet. Drink More Water said, who is y'all favorite character of all time? I'll say mine real quick so y'all can kind of go into it. Mine should be obvious if y'all heard me talk about it. It's obviously Eren Yeager. Favorite character of all time. But y'all go ahead. We can start with Miles and just go up.
Mine's is probably Renton from Eureka 7.
Interesting.
I like a sucker for love.
Yeah, Eureka 7 was fire.
Suna is a great pick. Shout out Deco. Suna's a dog.
I had 2 at 1. Probably Guts and Goku. Probably my top 2.
Pick one. Favorite.
I think they're I like them probably pretty much equally.
Hey man, if they're both falling off a cliff, you have to say one. It's like Ty. Save me.
Probably Guts.
There we go. Guts. Lonnie.
I have a 1A, 1B, but 1A is Kaneki. 1B is none of y'all's business.
I hate Zoro. I'm
Wait,
not lying about that.
Why I feel like it's in the store that aren't for kids or something.
Probably a hentai. Let's be honest.
Hey, when we get that Patreon, top 50.
Top 50 is crazy, bro.
Gohan being your favorite character
With notes.
Okay. Give us your favorite character and we'll comment about it. Random favorite character. Oh, actually, we know yours, but you say it anyway.
No, the crazy part is I'm like Ty. I
swear to God, I'll put both of these guys.
No. It's Rudius and Guts, and I would save
Well,
Guts.
no one's dropping Rudius. I'll let you know right now.
Yeah, I would save Guts because Rudius can fucking save himself. He can fucking earthbend. It will be fine.
All right, that's all our favorite characters. And if J-Rod was here, we would. Who do we think J-Rod's favorite character? Let's guess as a collective.
Vegeta, maybe.
Character.
I don't think it's Vegeta.
I don't think it's Vegeta either.
You might say
it's. I mean, listen, man. I mean, that's a great pick.
Bakugo could be.
or you could say Asagi. You never know.
Nah, not
Saga's
already.
too early. His Saga's too early.
I actually don't know. That's interesting.
What's his favorite manga?
Bleach.
Probably
Is
You could
it?
say Aizen.
Is it?
He's told me that before. That Bleach is his
Bleach?
favorite.
Kenpachi all the way.
It has to be Kenpachi.
Yeah, because when we talked about it back, this
Or
was back in
Aizen.
Bleach anime days, and he asked me, and I asked him.
Nah,
And he said
Aizen was
Bleach.
ruined because of Tai.
No, that was because J Rob. J Rob ruined it for himself. Did nothing to him.
I'm gonna guess Kenpachi. I'm gonna guess Kenpachi is his favorite character. So we'll see. All right, let's rate / roast yours. Bobby said his top 5 is Kenshin,
Understandable.
Bucciarati, Urza,
W.
Vegeta, and Zoro.
Zoro.
That's not a bad list.
Valid.
That's not a bad
Why
list.
was no Zoro beef?
Bucciarati, I do
I
like.
think he's just so overglazed. Somebody gotta hate him, bro. I'm just feeling. What does Sukuna say? It's his nature. This is my nature.
You gotta keep the balance of the
I
world.
have to, bro. This is sad, man.
My guy said he got too much love. Hell
Shit.
no.
I respect him too, but god damn.
No, I'm gonna
Drinking
change
water
mine to
said-
Rudius. Ty can keep Guts. I'll get Rudius. It'll be fine. Guts already got somebody say we don't need somebody else.
Good luck.
King
Drinkwater
Gohan.
Water said Rock Lee is mine.
Ooh.
Let me ask you this question: who thinks more glazed, Rock Lee or Zoro?
Rock
Lee.
I'm not gonna
That
lie.
nigga's living off shit from 05. He got it.
Yeah, I do. As
Sorry,
a
Drinkwater Water, but that favorite is not hating. I'm sorry. It's
I'm
not
never
hating.
look.
It's not hating.
Rock Lee before the Celtics won this year. Rock
what's
Lee was the
crazy?
08 Celtics. People
You know
still
what's crazy?
glazing that one championship.
You know, what's
Until
We
crazy?
just won this year, bitch.
Wait,
That's
hold
why I
on,
said
hold on.
until this year, bro.
I'm gonna
Chill.
Say
gonna
the
look
Cowboys or something. Don't talk about my
I
Celtics.
remember the exact.
We're
episode.
rating your favorite character, Dan Young. That's what we're doing right now.
I remember the exact episode that Naruto, Rock Lee's guards around episode 48 to 50. I'm about to see when did episode 50 air. That's when we went 8 gates. 2003, it aired in Japan.
I was close.
It aired in America 2006. So
Oh, I was close.
dang, let's
I
get
can
the
speak English then. That's crazy.
No, I'm gonna see because they fought like up to chapter like 80.
I was watching that
I mean,
live on
I'm gonna see
Cartoon
when the
Network.
chapter came out because 06 is crazy.
That's what I'm bro. I'm saying.
Oh man, yeah, Rock Lee.
$2. He said Rock Lee's 01 Iverson. Damn.
That nigga's Lin
Bro.
Sanity run Jeremy Lin.
I ain't gonna lie.
He's the
comparing
wild
to
of the
Iverson,
Raptors.
because this is the thing, right? Iverson was an MVP. Rock Lee was never an MVP.
Yeah,
Nope.
he's more like who's
Jeremy Lin.
No. He's no. Jeremy Lin's no.
He's
Not
MVP
Jeremy
Derrick Rose?
Lin, bro.
MVP Derrick Rose?
I was thinking like Brandon Roy.
I got the chapter. Rock
What is it?
Lee's fight concluded with Gar in 2001.
Goddamn.
Rock
Merchant.
Lee.
I ain't gonna lie, him being an 01 merchant is crazy.
We got to those facts. I'm proud of that.
Kobe said his
Oh
favorite
my
character
God.
is Luffy.
W pick.
Luffy's him, bro.
Queasy Place.
That could be a tier list one day. The most glazed characters. That could be a tier
I like
list.
that.
That should be a good one. Kai said Almine.
Dog.
He is a
He's
dog. Diko said, I don't know who this is. Ruma Shun. I don't know who this is.
It sounds like somebody from a
I'm
manga.
bad with names. I might know the.
Tell us what series it's from. Teen Gohan. I feel bad. Prodigy Teen Gohan. Really?
You know what? Another nigga living off their career happened in the 90s. Gohan.
Gohan.
He's
Bro,
living
bro.
How many superstars do we praise for getting to the championship and then folding?
Here's the thing. You know what? I'll say this right.
I hate Gohan.
Rock Lee and
Damn.
Gohan. See, at least Gohan won the chip. So you
Did
can
he?
say he beat Cell.
He did, but his role player came in clutch, hitting him in the back.
Ray Allen for 3, bang. You know, it happened. But Rock Lee got swept. Gar,
Yeah, he did.
Rock Lee hit the hidden lotus on him, and Gar got and walked away. He walked it off. Like,
Yeah.
Lee got swept. So
Yo,
I mean,
Riddell, Arumba's the main character from our favorite revenge series.
Oh, The one you guys
like,
had me read?
that's your favorite character?
I
Are you
respect it.
in
The one
him?
you guys had me read? That one, Lonnie?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
unhinged.
He's
Deco.
No, I respect
Nico.
it. I respect it.
You
I
low-key
don't
sick,
respect
bro.
it. I don't. I'm not gonna lie. Dan Young became a member. Yes, sir. Appreciate
Shout out
it.
Dan.
All right. Lonnie Random, do you guys have something for us before we move on?
You want to go
Gauntlet?
first, Lonnie, or you want me to go?
Well, I had a thing for the thing, but before that, who read the Chainsaw Man chapter?
I
I
just
didn't
read
read
it
it.
just recently.
I'll read it. I'll read it right now.
I'm not gonna lie,
I'll
the whole
call
thing
me.
with
I'll read it right now.
the Age Devil, I feel like you gotta lead up to something like that. They just introduced him like, bro, what is this broken ass devil?
Broken Devil. But now it's like
Doing whatever you want.
there's like a 3-way dynamic, which I feel like is really, really interesting. Oh, shout out Creative Bobby for gifting membership.
He does that
W.
every show. Shout out to him.
Whoever
Appreciate
gifted.
it. It's one of our MVPs.
But like the Age Devil, I don't know if you guys read the officials that dropped today, but
Yeah, no, I read it today.
Yeah.
How about
Yeah,
today?
it seems like the Age Devil is gonna make them grow up. I don't know what that means.
By the way, Chainsaw Man killed a ton of kids in this chapter by drinking that dude's blood. I feel like
he
that should be
didn't know.
mentioned.
He didn't know, but
He
like
didn't know, but like there's a lot of dead kids in that world right now. And I feel really bad.
But the aging devil is gonna continue to use Chainsaw Man to keep on being able to eat kids. And so it's like, I don't know, like he's gonna use that as like a cycle for a while. So I don't know what because like he agreed to die, but I don't think that's what he actually is gonna do. So
Bro,
we also saw like more character development from Asa and the War Devil, which was interesting.
The fact that she basically manipulated her, like, oh, you're afraid of me, and that made her feel bad, and then she took back control again. So she has to be afraid of her, and that's how that's how Asa takes control back of her body.
yeah.
Also, why does the War Devil care?
No, if she's afraid of her, when she was afraid, she took her body back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I do think kind of separating yourself from the War Devil will allow you to retain control. But I'm not gonna lie, Chainsaw Man, the thing for me, similar to part one, well, not similar, actually different from part one. I don't. Everybody's a bad guy right now. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody sucks. Everybody sucks right now, other than Asa. But Asa's not even in control right now. Everybody kind of sucks.
I felt so bad for her when the War Devil took it back and started laughing. I was like, bruh, give her a break, man.
Yeah, it's cooked, bro.
Y'all think the War Devil? I just read it. I'm wondering if, because I mean, when the whole, because we didn't talk about this chapter, obviously, we gotta go too deep into it. But remember when the whole Denji and War Devil thing and the alleyway thing happened?
Yeah,
and it seemed like she was trying to convince herself that it was just for pleasure, but maybe I think there was something going on in her head about feelings toward Denji, but trying to deny it, because her wanting Denji to live a normal life, I didn't expect that. Like, I think maybe she in some way was influenced maybe by Asa's feelings.
that's what I think it is.
And
I
so
also agree with that.
And so I'm wondering if her feelings, like, since they're connected, she also has some sort of feelings for Denji.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything like. I don't think you're saying this, but I don't think it's like a love triangle type situation.
Yeah,
but I agree with you. I do think the War Devil is being influenced by how Asa's feeling, and because of that, she's also using it against Asa at the same time because she knows how she's feeling. I mean, I do like all of this stuff with the War Devil, Asa, the Chainsaw Man.
The Aging Devil is a good twist. Like, it puts a different spin on, like,
bro, it's a
dynamic.
crazy. I don't know, but it's random as hell to me.
It's random, but it's crazy.
It's random as hell to me.
But
I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck that was coming out the Statue of Liberty.
I don't know.
It's
Shout
one
out
of
that was
the-
the Gun Devil being her kid. That was a good touch.
Yeah, and I'm like, yo, if I'm America, France,
what the fuck?
what the fuck? Did you mean to send us this, bro? Because I would have been hot. Like, I don't.
But it's like,
She just murdered so many people, and then also like, oh yeah, I forgot she's a devil. And then you look over, and the War Devil's cracking up like she just heard the funniest Richard Pryor joke of all time. Jesus Christ, they've been cooking over the last 3 months, Lonnie. They've been cooking.
They've been doing
it's been slowly cooking, but like the last 3-4 chapters have been really good.
It's mainly because it's chaotic. For me, similar. Honestly, I just have to say it. Similar to JJK, I was never been really sold on the Chainsaw Man story. So like, when they just throw stuff in, I don't really care as much anymore because the Age Devil was such a huge. Now it's like the biggest plot point in the story right now.
Well, I got the Age Devil part. I don't think that was like out of nowhere. I feel like because they were the humans are like. They lost like the ears, they lost their mouths and stuff like that. They're like, oh, like they're losing concepts of things, and so like, oh, what's one of the biggest things that human beings are afraid of? Aging, dying. So they're like, oh, if Chainsaw Man can take all these things away, maybe that's why they said like, yo, if he eats the aging devil, will we not age anymore? And they're like.
I mean, I get that part. Is like
it's also like human. It's like human greed and human exploration at the same. So I get that element. It's like, oh, this keeps on happening to us. What can we do to like benefit from it? And so,
shout out off with the 5 memberships, by the way. Always got to shout out our people who are supporting the channel. Helps us.
No, well, I'm saying like as when we see all the time when humans get into like dire situations, we see how like nasty, how far they're willing to go. And so this is like just playing like they're sacrificing children for a chance of being immortal. So
I get that.
I get that.
I guess maybe maybe it's okay to just go like kind of let things. Nah. I'm trying to convince myself. Nah. It is what it is. I'm just here for the ride at this point because I do think there's interesting things that they're doing in the story. But how are they going to beat the Age Devil? I don't know. I have no idea. Well, we'll see about that.
Well, same thing. Drink More Water talked about it. He asked if we're caught up on kaiju. Most of us are, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
By the way, is Kafka dead?
I just caught up recently. There's no way he's dead. No,
he's the main character. He's not dead.
How far back are you, Ty?
I think he's all the way muted.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
How far back are you, Ty?
I got y'all muted, but just type in a chat, like the private chat we are done.
How far back are you? We're not talking about Chainsaw Man anymore. We're talking about this nigga.
He knows we're talking about kaiju. He just read the Chainsaw Man chapter.
Yeah.
He knows we're talking about kaiju right now.
No,
so he doesn't want to get spoiled for kaiju. But Random, what were you saying?
No, but only thing they said is vital signs are gone. They're not finding any vital signs. So I'm like, what?
No, he'll be fine. You're a big boy.
Believable. That's the plot armor he's about to get to come back. Because as of right now in the story, the man's dead, or the vital signs are gone. They gotta do something. And also, what power or friendship or whatever that power that every protagonist gets at one point when they're getting their ass kicked, am I supposed to get to believe? Because this dude is just waxing people. I understand the new dude's just pulled up, right? So everybody's like, yeah, we got a chance. But I don't know. I like what I'm seeing. I don't know.
No, Kaiju number 8, they're cooking too. I do need to catch up on Kagurabachi since JJK's gone.
I caught up to that too. I've been doing my due diligence.
Yeah, I'll be catching up this week. The last week's been really busy for me, but this week I'm catching up on everything that I need to catch up on. So I'll be caught up on Kagurabachi by next week. Oh, then also by next week, Hunter x Hunter will be back, so we can finally talk about that again.
No, I'm not catching up on Hunter x Hunter. I'm good.
I'm caught up, and listen, man.
You don't got high hopes, Miles?
Bro. Because here's
I don't
my
got high
problem.
hopes.
Here's my problem, right? One, it's only going to be 10 chapters, like Ty said, or less. 2, the nigga's going to be having whole pages of just straight text and no drawing at all. I'm good. I'm good, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to read it, but I know that just in case, I'll read it anyway.
Dude, don't waste your time, bro. I'm not.
I'm doing it for the chat because I know we have a lot of Hunter x Hunter fans, so I'll be reading it.
I'll say this though: if he did put some more drawing, this arc is peak. This is a really, really good arc.
All things considered, when this becomes an anime, this will be fine.
Peak.
Absolutely, this will be fine.
This arc is peak.
Because the dialogue and I'm here for that. But the manga, I'm good off that. But no, I'm with you. Kaiju number 8, I do think it's finally cooking for me. The story never really sold me, but now they're touching about like lore and the history. Unless this is the final battle, then Kaiju number 8 just didn't hit the ceiling that I thought it would. But my boy Reno is going to be the clutch man. He's about to do some good things. We'll see. As for Kagurabachi, very solid. Put a message in the chat to Ty to come back. Ty, come back.
Oh, also, I don't know if anyone saw the hour plus episode of ReZero today, but
Yeah, I need to lock in, man.
I don't like the MC, so I'll never watch the anime.
I don't like Subaru either.
I don't like his ass either. But that episode was peak.
I'm not a big fan of him either, but
That shit was
good.
Oh, what show?
It's too good. Of
ReZero.
Every start of it, and it like no opening, Lani. They just got right into it, don't they?
Yo, I was
Like,
just
we got
like,
too much
no
shit to
way this is
cover.
the first episode. Why was that? I wanted to give him a round of applause because, like, yo, that's how you start off a damn season. I was just like, they were crossing lines. They were crossing lines. I was just like, yeah. I was like, okay, we on this type of timing.
Especially since they come. It seems like every couple years we have that Isekai wave, fellas, and they come at the tail end of it. And we have had all these come out. Eminence and Shadow, no matter what you think about Eminence and Shadow, Slime, Mushoku Tensei, all these dumb ones, and all of a sudden it comes up like, don't forget about us. Like, they have a studio where they're like, we just know what this is, and they don't spend it. They're like, yeah, here's the ending song, but we got things to still tell you with 30 seconds left in the episode. I think this is very good, and I understand we don't like the MC, or y'all don't like the MC. I don't like him either, but the story is just too good for me to not watch it. It's just
That's
fantastic.
my thing. Like, I really do not like him at all. Like, there are times where me and Taylor are watching. When we started watching it together, and we like paused it for a few days or like a week just because like I can't stand his ass or she can't stand his ass. But the story itself,
I don't know how you can enjoy a story if you don't like the guy that's pushing the story forward. I'm not gonna lie.
if you like all the other
I
characters,
really can't
the
do
thing
it.
is, I like all the other characters but the main character. Like, I like all the other characters but him. So it's like,
Except for Reinhardt, that motherfucker is just a cheat code. It makes no sense why he's
I fuck with this person.
person.
He has a cool personality, but he has a cheat code.
He's
you
fucking
can't just
ridiculous. Like, he's the guy that when new characters get created, you should be like, instead of saying, can he beat Goku? He's like, can he beat Reinhardt? Because Reinhardt, he's perfectly created to be like, for instance, if Saitama could find a way to beat Reinhardt, I'd be impressed. Like, Reinhardt is that busted. He can't get sick.
I would never
He's
expect
immune
Saitama to beat Reinhardt.
Like he's immune to physical attacks, but he also, I think he reflects magical attacks. It makes no sense how he, like, the world could blow up and Reinhardt's gonna be okay. That's how broken he is.
The gods that gave him his power, they can't beat him.
Also, to put out there some of the other manga, obviously, Ty, while you were muted, are you back, Ty? You good? So while you were muted, we brought up Kagurabachi. Lani said he was going to catch up. Kagurabachi, I think, is doing some good stuff right now. Shout out Kagurabachi. Shout out Chojin X2, doing good stuff as well. The manga is very good. They threw in a new wrinkle. If you guys are not caught up, I'm sorry. Spoiler. They threw in a new wrinkle where if they kill the main person, kill what?
Hold on, let me mute you so I don't hear anymore.
Oh, Miles, me and you locked in. Don't worry, me and you locked in.
2 chapters behind, y'all.
No, I'm 2 chapters behind too, but I don't care about spoilers.
Oh, well, all right, I'm gonna tell you then. So if you guys are caught up Chojin X, spoilers right now. If they kill the main antagonist, they will also kill Tokyo and what's his name?
I figured.
Alma?
Yeah, everybody, Azuma, pretty much everybody who's blessed by her powers, basically.
Yeah, so now Ellie found this out. Now she has to think, how do I save Tokyo and Azuma? So now there's another wrinkle in the plot. And also the dude with the messed up face, has betrayed them now. Now he's got to do. Yeah,
he betrayed who?
He betrayed the guy. He betrayed them. He's about to do something different. He's not a good guy, but he has his own motive.
Well, yeah, I know. Yeah.
So it's starting to kick, and Azuma's just raised, and now he's in a crazy fight.
What's his name? Batista. Wow.
Hey man, this story. There's a lot of things going on, and I'm lost. I'm trying to see what the end game is going to be in this story, because I don't think it's going to be conventional at all. So I'm here for it. Chojin X is cooking, but all right, Lani, Lani, Random, what is y'all topic?
Oh, go ahead, Random. You can go first.
Well, I got two things, so that's why. You know what? It was fun. It was funny. It was funny, but you ruined it. You fucking ruined it because you went too far as trying to explain it. Kaba cannot beat Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and let's fucking end this shit right now. Because I had Leon showing me his little fucking cousin trying to explain to me that Kaba is universal, and I'm like, put some respect.
Yeah, this is a new trend on TikTok.
Yeah, like it's so the meme. It was funny because I thought it was funny for the memes, and then people actually try to justify this shit. Now you try to understand. Kaba would pull up to Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and the shockwave of Goku and Vegeta doing the fusion dance would knock him the fuck out. Like, I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
I
Like,
disagree.
Real quick,
Like-
can we judge Drink More Water for watching an anime called Days with My Stepsister Was Better?
Side-eye?
Well, Drink More Water is a friend, so I will give him grace. Maybe I'm assuming that
I don't know nothing about this.
I know nothing about it. I'm assuming because he's our friend that he clicked on it randomly and then he just happened to enjoy the story.
I
And
don't
I'm
know
just gonna
nothing
leave it
about
at that.
I don't know nothing about this. I'm
Well, Random,
really behind on this season.
continue.
But now I think a lot of people are looking at the Tournament of Power. Like, and we have to understand, I'm sure that he was getting trained. They weren't going all out. Like, I don't think this is a contest. Why are we even having this discussion?
So I'll say
about-
this. Random. In the offset, like immediately, no. Toriyama has been very intentional in showing us that these Universe 6 Saiyans clear our Universe Saiyans in terms of potential and how fast they're able to accumulate that potential. It's just the truth.
No, I agree, Miles. But let's say Kaba right now in the story pulls up to Super Saiyan 4. He's gonna get his ass kicked. He's gonna get his ass kicked.
I don't think he would win. No, he wouldn't win.
He's
But
getting
give
his
that nigga
ass
a little bit
kicked.
of time. Give him a little,
Wait, why
little
not?
bit of time. Lani, you think? I mean,
Ty?
Ty, you think Kaba would win?
Ty.
I just think I'm on the potential tip.
I'll say this. I just think that it's if you take away the aura, take away the character design, and look how powerful they are. So think about this. Just think about this for example. So when Goku and Beerus fought in God form, in the Battle of Gods, they're shaking, literally threatening to the universe. They are. And then Goku absorbed that power into his base form. Like that's what it said, right? So that power that can disrupt the universe is in his base form. We agree?
Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
Yes.
So then Goku and Vegeta trained on the Whis in blue form, and now they're about even with each other by the time that they face off in the Universe 6 vs 7 tournament. We agree?
Yes.
Kaba and Vegeta fought in base, and Vegeta said we're literally equal. Kaba is, I know it sounds crazy, but he's up there. Like he just like I get it. He looks scrawny. Super Saiyan
It's
4
not even about him being skinny. I just don't think Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, let's just say however strong Kaba is right now, which is what, Super Saiyan 2? Super Saiyan 2, right?
Yeah, but his Super Saiyan 2
Yeah,
is
but
not
his-
our
No,
Super Saiyan 2.
I understand. Am I saying, okay, Kaba in like a week and a half? Sure, whatever the potential is.
Well,
But the
wait.
first time they meet up, Kaba's losing that fight.
Wait, I guess my question. Let me ask you this. Do you think that Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta can beat the Beerus that Goku fought in Battle of Gods? So here's the thing. Just that the strength that he obviously he's holding back, but the strength that he used, you think that'd be enough to beat Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta? And if you're hesitating, then why is it crazy?
But the problem is we've never
we
seen.
know that the reason I'm questioning your hesitation. The reason I'm questioning your hesitation because if that obviously Beerus was holding back, but I'm just saying the strength that he used would it be enough to beat Gogeta? If you're unsure of that, then you would have to think that Kaba is stronger because we know that Kaba at that point was comparable to Vegeta in his base arcs later, who is much stronger than that version of Goku.
No, my only thing is we've never seen, because most of the time we've seen Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta on screen. My man was just trolling. He was trolling for these 15 minutes. But I definitely believe that whatever strength that Beerus used to fight Goku, he'd have to use exponentially more to fight Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. At that point in the story.
Here's the thing.
DBZ.
Now, obviously,
conversations
Super
are
Saiyan
so
4,
fun.
maybe. Obviously, you could say Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, maybe. But all we know is that Super Saiyan God was more powerful than Fusion. Obviously, they weren't a Super Saiyan 4, but he was saying like us Fusion would not be enough to take on Beerus. It wasn't until he got Super Saiyan God he felt confident he could actually fight Beerus like in any way.
And this is just where you and I. This is where we have the disconnect because, God, even for like a minute, Toriyama, you could just have the dude fight seriously for like a minute. No, man, you
wait,
fucking
Toriyama right? Toriyama right? GT.
no, or in GT. Sure, yeah, you're right. You're right. She didn't write it, but you could. That's my problem with it. I just think, right? Is it a closer fight that I probably think it is? Absolutely. I just don't think if those two walked up, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's walking out with the dub, and then the next time Kaba sees him, now we're gonna have a conversation. But I think right now, Gogeta walks away with the dub. If he doesn't fucking troll. If he trolls, then all right, bro, you got me. You got me because that's for some reason every fucking fusion that they have, except for ironically the last one, he just starts trolling. I never liked that about the fusion. He just starts trolling.
I would say I think that outside of Goten and Trunks, they were kids. Only time they did the trolling thing was Vegito because Vegito wanted to get absorbed. Like because they were trying to see if I could free Gohan, Goten, Trunks, and Piccolo. So he was holding off for a reason. I mean, you can say Super 4 Gogeta was he wanted to take out the evil energy, blah blah blah. But then he lets out Big Bang Kamehameha and doesn't kill Omega Shenron for some reason. That one's weird. And then Gogeta, it's then Vegito against Zamasu who's trying to take him out. He just unfused too early. And just Broly out, but then Broly got away. So I mean, they usually lock in. It's just that Super 4 Gogeta is just after he got all the negative energy off the world. I would think that his Big Bang Kamehameha would have killed Omega Shenron, but it didn't for some reason.
I agree because I also think that was a bad decision.
I mean, GT is not good, so
it was a bad decision. But I just think the way it was described to me, obviously I'm only going off what Leon showed me. I just don't think it was that explanation did not move me.
Yeah, GT's not good, man. So you won't get nothing out of me. It sucks.
Hey, but that drip, don't put some respect on Gogeta's name, man. His drip is immaculate.
GT is. It's one of those things where they just couldn't, and it's. I mean, let me not even say it. Listen, it's not my. I don't. They didn't do Toriyama's characters justice at all. I don't.
Well, that's why they made the new Daima series, Riddell, that we watched the thing of. I'm so. Is that like a GT? Like it's not a GT like redo or whatever. But what the fuck is that? Like what is that?
I think I think it takes place before battle. I think like right after battle.
It's right after they beat Boom, right before Beerus shows up.
Yeah, it's basically before Super. Basically.
Yeah, I think it's just like a little side story that he wanted to do. Like,
yeah, he just seems like he wants to dive into the Kais a little bit more in their lore, as well as the Babidi kind of lineage thing too.
I'm all right. I didn't need that, but that's true.
I mean, there's only so many stories you're going to tell with Dragon Ball Super at this point, especially for a movie, and not kind of go off the rails because there's very.
No, this is I thought this was a series. I thought it was an anime.
This is a series.
Yeah, it's a series.
Then that, even more so. There's very few things you can tell at this point without diving into the manga.
I agree with you if they stay in the universe. I think they're just buying time till they have to leave. They're at this point, other than Beerus and Weird.
I think the universe is. I think the universe is like just massive. Like for example, we found like this the planet Serial in the heaters. Like the universe is massive.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, but at the same time, like at this point, we're probably not going to find. It's very hard pressed to have anybody believable enough to be as strong as Goku and Vegeta. At the very least, even whether or not you like it, Frieza had a good precedent. And then they use the Dragon Balls for
two different antagonists. So unless you're gonna find somebody who can keep his life force after using
Unless
the
they keep
Dragon
on just using the Dragon Balls to make people strong, then I mean, whatever.
just leave the universe. Let's
I
leave
know.
the universe at that point and go somewhere else and go to
I
universe.
mean, who are they really going to find in other universes
Go to
too?
Universe 6 and do what?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You
Like,
got a whole new universe. Go make some shit up.
the only
There's
the only-
peace.
Okay,
Yeah.
then go to 11 and go fight Jiren again. Who gives a fuck?
they would wash Jiren now. I'm not gonna lie. This is
Well, we don't. We
Hell no,
obviously-
my boy been training. Chill out.
Yeah, you act like Jiren gonna stay the same.
You think
You
he's
act like
gonna
Jiren gonna stay the
surpass-
same.
You think he's nah.
Based on what we've seen of his character, there's no way he
There's
didn't get
no
back
way
in
he
the
did.
But
lab.
like, do you think he will be able to retain because at this point, mastered Ultra Instinct Goku with like, I think didn't he like go do another level with Instinct?
Dragon Ball Z, Riddell. You're
He
thinking
didn't go.
Jiren didn't
Riddell,
get stronger?
he hasn't gone no higher.
He
What
hasn't
he
gone no
found, what he
higher.
found
He
is
found
that
something though, right?
what he found was that using Mastered Ultra Instinct didn't suit his nature as a Saiyan. So he went back to the black hair Omen form because it allows him to kind of exert his rage. That was the middle ground he found between using Ultra Instinct and not using it.
So
And-
better,
and-
hey man.
And Jiren, it would be I think it's not a good idea for Jiren to legitimately have the first one of the few times in his life for him to be ultimately challenged and lose, and he just goes back to his universe. It's like, all right, man, I'm just chilling.
I'm not saying he's chilling, but it's going to take a lot for him to surpass Goku and Vegeta.
So
If both
Riddell.
of them are training and he's
But-
training,
I think he has less ground to cover because he was a lot stronger.
he
than
was a
them.
lot stronger.
He was comparative to a god of destruction at his introduction.
Yeah,
short
like,
of gods,
they
he was the pinnacle.
they beat him because they jumped him and he was holding back a lot of portion of that fight. Like even in Goku Ultra Instinct, even like Beerus was, I mean not Beerus, Jiren was still stronger than him. So
Mastered Ultra Instinct was putting his paws on Jiren. I'm not gonna lie.
No, he wasn't. It wasn't until Jiren got frustrated. It wasn't until Jiren got frustrated and attacked the stands that Goku got the upper hand.
He put his paw. Maybe.
Okay, if you're talking about the
Hold on,
beginning
hold on.
when he
Hold on.
teleported and hit him
No,
twice in
no.
the back or
They
something.
were going blow. They
It's
were
been-
going blow for blow to the
Bar
point where
for
Jiren
bar,
was
bro.
getting mad. Like, why can't I put this dude down? It wasn't ever like, oh, I'm getting pushed. It was more
Nah.
so like, yo, can you sit your ass down, bro? You doing too
Maybe
much.
it's been a while since I've seen the fight, but I think Mastered, from what I remember, was putting his paws. But I also watched the anime version. I didn't read the manga version, so I don't know.
I'm
if
about
that's-
to say in the manga,
Mm.
I mean, anime version, Jiren was still stronger. In the manga, he's clearly stronger. Like,
Very clear.
yeah, it's
Well, I can't speak on what the manga's shown, but Dan Young, $2 super chat, hype for Bleach being back this weekend.
Yep.
I'm just letting Bleach kind of fester, and then I'm gonna binge all of it.
No, that's
So
true.
I
Johan.
will say this might be the most important time for Bleach in its history because we're finally get to see what Kubo originally wanted before he was rushed by the editors from Shonen Jump. Fuck you,
Was
fuck
this the Hell
y'all.
arc, Lani? Is this the Hell arc finally?
No,
Nah.
no.
Nah.
I don't know why. But
that shit ain't never coming, bro.
in all seriousness, no. Kubo stated since the end of the manga how he felt like how he didn't get it right, and how he felt like he was rushed, and we all of us reading it, we all know that there were things not explained well, or things that just kind of happen, or sloppy sequences, and now we finally get to see his true vision. So I don't know. I feel like we're gonna be in for a good ride. There were leaks that the whole production of it was disastrous. Not that the quality of the episodes are good, but it's just like this is unprecedented because he was creating panels for them, and so because usually when like the studios they like use the source material, but he's creating source material on the fly to give to them. So this is like unprecedented for a studio to do. So it's gonna be interesting to see what the end product is gonna be.
Lonnie, what's your thing that you want to do?
Oh, so damn, I want J-Rod to be here too. But it's gonna be the Uchiha clan versus the Todoroki family in terms of writing, impact, and how you enjoyed it, and like which one do you guys think is better? Like the whole situation, the whole Uchiha family situation with the massacre, Tachi, Sasuke, all that, and then Endeavor and Shoto, Endeavor and Dabi, all that. Like what's written better? What has more impact to the story? And which did you enjoy more?
So enjoy writing Impact. Okay.
Oh,
Well,
Right.
you're hosting it. How do you want to do it?
Oh, go random. You had your hand up.
yeah. So where I'm at in the, so I was gonna see if I could cheat on this. So where I'm at, obviously, I'm about to basically start the Shippuden part of Naruto, and I'm reading
you're
it.
not caught up with
Start.
Naruto.
No, hold on,
Yeah.
hold on. And I'm reading it, Miles. Everybody, so you can stop. I'm reading it tomorrow. I'm starting tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow. I'm reading. I'm reading all day. Okay,
Sure.
so you don't have to do that to me. All right. So can I cheat and say, read My Hero Academia up until basically the My Villain Academia arc? And am I cool going there?
I mean, it's whatever
For the
you
Todoroki
whatever
family?
you want to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever you wanna say.
Let me lay out. You got it.
Because I feel like there are cases for both, no matter how much you read or not.
Okay. Well, random is disqualified until he catches up with
Yeah,
Naruto.
Riddell, we'll start off with you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the whole Uchiha story. So Camille, so yeah, if you're Uchiha, you count. The massacre counts. Family
what did
counts.
I enjoy more? Probably the Uchiha stuff because there's so much of it. I mean, at the end of the day, pretty much the stories of Uchiha stuff, if you really think about it, because Madara and Obito, what they kind of set into motion. Of course, Sasuke having his rage and then obviously culminating against Itachi was very enjoyable, regardless of if you agree with certain sentiments of Itachi. So Uchiha for joy as it's too big of a plot point for Naruto. In terms of impact, Naruto and Uchiha clan. I mean, Todoroki family was more of a branch off, like the main plot that was taking place. It was just its own plot. Very still connected because obviously what Dabi meant to Hero Society, how he exposed Endeavor and the outlook of Endeavor to Hero Society. But I'm talking mostly like what Deku's doing, his journey, all for one. It's connected, but not nearly as much as the Uchiha family and what that meant for the story, considering Madara was for the most part, until Kaguya and the aliens, the big baddie, and setting everything into motion. Obito and his connection with Kakashi and the duality between him and Naruto, of course, and of course Sasuke existing. So impact, I'll give Uchiha. Now writing, I think Todoroki family storyline is more. I think you could argue perfect for what it was for a side plot. It's probably one of the best side plots of all time. Whereas the Uchiha stuff probably has some problems, of course, with the ending with Black Zetsu really stained it. I do think Sasuke and his rage after learning everything from Itachi was kind of meh. Like I wasn't a big fan of that, but I guess that's more personal preference. Writing, I think, even though it's not as big, I would go Todoroki family. Smaller in terms of scope, but it's super clean in what it does. So that's my choice. Overall, Uchiha, because they just hit more.
Miles.
I'll go real quick. I like the Uchiha clan more. Naruto has a special place in my heart. And that's one of the core families of the series. I like their power systems. My favorite character, Obito's and Uchiha. I just like how they work. I like how they develop power through intense emotion, and I like how they're just overall ancestral foil to another, legendary clan. So I'm gonna say I enjoyed them more. I never really, I like Todoroki, but I never really liked Endeavor. I like his whole redemption arc, but I still don't like him. I think he was a piece of shit. And then Dabi was just aura. Dabi's cool. Impact, I don't think I could probably do it. He'd be the only one. I don't see how you could argue impact of that family over the Uchihas, respected to their universes. It just runs way too deep. Starting to say the six paths, going all the way down. Like Riddell said, literally what was thought to be their culture was the whole reason for the main antagonist making moves and this story even taking place. What he thought was the apex of their culture is what he was trying to enact over the world. I think that alone speaks for itself. So I'm gonna give them impact. And then as far as what's written better, me being honest, I think the Todoroki family actually clears. It's one of the closest things I've gotten to me, other than probably Teresa and Claire from Claymore, to like a very realistic, familiar relationship. It felt really, really real. It really felt like you were a part of that family, kind of experiencing their ups and downs, seeing the failed father come around, the kid who wants to just be recognized by his dad, for trying this thing while denying him at the same time, and then the son that just wants to be acknowledged that's outcasted. Yeah, I think that hit really, really hard for me. But overall, I'm gonna say the Uchiha though.
And quick question to both of y'all before Ty goes: if it was just Sasuke and Itachi's family, would your rankings change?
Todoroki clears. I don't, because to me, we don't know nothing about moms, and then their pops. It's just very ambiguous. They cover some of it in fillers as far as like his strength. I think him respecting his son's ability to make a painful decision and not go against him was pretty cool. But outside of that, we really only know about Sasuke and Itachi. I just don't think there's enough.
Yeah, I meant like impact and enjoyability. If it was just like those singular families, would any of y'all change to Todoroki?
I would still enjoy them more, and then I'd probably flop the impact.
Pretty much similar, because the difference is like what Dobby did with like Endeavor and exposing them was so important to, similar to like what Miles is saying, the impact was so important to disrupting hero society. Sasuke and his beef with Itachi is very like singular between those two. Although obviously it had rumblings, Itachi killing the Uchiha clan had rumblings throughout the story, but we're just talking about their relationship, and that didn't really extend upon their the hatred that Sasuke has for Itachi. And I probably still would enjoy it more with Sasuke and Itachi, because I was locked in for Sasuke getting his revenge. And then when the fight finally happened, of course I was locked in. Absolutely locked in when the fight finally happened. But impact similar. So I'm pretty much same. Impact flip-flop, enjoy probably Sasuke and Uchiha.
All right, Ty.
So I originally was assuming that we were just talking about Sasuke's family, personally, but
I mean, if you want to answer just like that, that's fine.
okay. Yeah, I think that I'd probably go Endeavor and the Todoroki family. Because I love how it ties into All Might and what it means to be a hero. Like Endeavor's ambition comes from what All Might was, and trying to surpass that pinnacle of strength. Then it trickles down to see how that ambition can really tear a family apart. I think that's fire. My only things with the Uchiha, as far as like Sasuke and Itachi, I've always had questions about were, and this is where I'm wondering where Kishimoto's head was at during this time. But to me, it's a little confusing. Maybe I don't remember, but it's a little confusing as far as like Itachi, what he wanted for Sasuke, considering some of the things he told him that he needed to do. For example, like killing Naruto. Like, I'm thinking about him saying that he wants Sasuke to eventually be revered by the Leaf Village, but then also kill someone within the Leaf Village. I just thought that was kind of strange. Like, how would those two things work together? If you know what I'm saying, I don't know. That was kind of, and maybe it wasn't fully thought through, and that's fine. But I'm just wondering where his thought process is with that. Or just also like when he put him in the hospital, I'm thinking, now again, it's a little ambiguous, which is smart, because you don't, I think that if he quantified it, it may get a little rough. But he put Sasuke into a coma, and to our knowledge, we know that he needed Sasuke to heal him. Like, what if Tsunade just says no? Now, we don't know how long he would have been in a coma. We don't know, because Kishimoto doesn't define he's in coma forever, he's in coma for 1 month, 2 weeks, we don't have whatever. So it's we just know that this character needed to heal him. But I just feel like for someone that's calculating Itachi, putting the life of Sasuke, or at least putting him in a situation where certain things are outside of your control that you just have no control over, considering what you wanted from him, always is a little strange to me. Like, what, I don't know. That was a little strange, but overall, still really good though. Like, it's a really good plot line. I was still, even if I keep it to the scope of Sasuke, I still think it's more impactful just because it's Sasuke opposed to Todoroki, because he's just closer to Naruto than, Todoroki is to Deku. But I'll probably say Endeavor. But I would say even still with Sasuke and Itachi, I still think it's more impactful because Sasuke the Deuteragonist. So,
and of course, I'm similar to y'all in terms of enjoyability. I have to say the Uchiha. Naruto's like what made me fall in love with anime and manga. In terms of impact, I would probably still go the Uchihas, even if it's just Sasuke and Itachi's family. Not only because of the massacre, but because in the war, Sasuke and Itachi stopped the Edo Tensei. So I feel like that was a major part of the story as well. But in terms of writing, I would give it to the Todoroki family. It is, like as Riddell said, probably like a perfect side story. It's a perfect side plot. And I can't remember, like I can't think of anything that like really comes in terms of like family dynamics and side plots. I can't think of anything that really comes close to that in terms of like how it's well written, especially like the conclusion of all that. Not Dabi being kept alive, like, which is torture, by the way. I would have wished that on my worst enemy. That nigga's dying in pain. He's in nonstop pain. And you're just so you can talk about dumplings and bullshit. Nah, fuck y'all. Y'all ain't shit for that. But in terms
should
of
they just kill him?
yes,
He has to repent for his sins.
yeah, by being in nonstop pain. Like Jesus Christ.
That's how you repent for your sins.
Yeah, like freaking monsters. No, the conclusion of the conclusion of the struggle was beautiful.
Yeah, that's cool.
The conclusion of the struggle with the whole family that was some beautiful writing. But I feel like Itachi and Sasuke, like everything else, I feel like they kind of went over. I just saw this randomly on TikTok, like the people are arguing over it. That's why I wanted to bring it in.
All right, bet. All right, final segment of the show. Miles has a gauntlet.
Sorry. One last thing.
Is
Sorry.
it quick?
Yes, it can be quick. I think I was wrong about Assassin's Creed Shadows because I didn't realize Ubisoft went rogue as much as they did, bro. They was putting Chinese buildings in Japan, banners that didn't matter. Like, I looked at Assassin's Creed Shadows like, okay, look, is it based on history? Yeah, sure. As much as you believe that dudes who control magical apples from a precursor civilization who controls history, but if you only made Yasuke because you're trying to fulfill some agenda, instead of actually trying to use him as a way to tell a cool story, like that was a problem. Like the fact that it's so bad that even in Japan, people in Japan are not fucking with this game. They don't fuck with it at all, to the point they wanted Yasuke removed. And am I a little sad if that was the decision? They're not going to do that, by the way, but it apparently was up for discussion. That's one part of the reason why they delayed the game to next year. But it's just like Ubisoft, if you're going to do this, at least do it right. Don't say you're doing this for a message. Just try to tell a cool game. That's why I was going to buy the game. Because, okay, sure, I get to play a little bit. Yeah, I know the history. I know he never fought in a battle. I know it was more of a gimmick than anything. But why not? But, like, they really took the one thing people have asked for Assassin's Creed for years. They just wanted to see ninjas. That's all they wanted to see, Miles. They've been asking for ninjas forever. And they fumbled it. They fumbled it.
Them boys are coming out with another game. Fuck, I need to play Assassin's Creed Shadows for, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And you know exactly what I'm talking about.
That's going to get me to buy a PS5.
Them boys that Sucker Punch is not playing no games. We getting another Ghost of Tsushima, Ghost of Yokai. There ain't no point in playing Assassin's Creed Shadows. There's no point. The superior game is coming.
Miles, are you a little sad that... So I will say this. I am a little sad when we don't get to see the second invasion when the Mongols come back.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm okay with that. A lot of people were like mad that you don't like his story was told in the DLC. In the second game, if they were following, he's got to pass the torch. The nigga's gonna be like 50, like pass the torch. So first of all, people freaking out about a female samurai. Let's calm the fuck down. It's about to be some heat.
They're gonna be mad about something. The game is gonna be good. At least we know that for sure. It's gonna be good.
Fire. Have you saw the trailer, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
come on, bro.
It's gonna be good. That shit was fire.
It's gonna be good.
Riddell, you don't even got a PS5. This game will make you buy a PS5. I've already.
It will.
It will make me buy a PS5.
I think the first one would. If he was to like lock in, play at a friend's house and play the first one, he'd want to get a PS5. I'm not gonna lie.
You know, I am coming into reality, realizing that the PS5 is gatekeeping so much that it's frustrating. But I refuse. Sound petty.
Oh, no, I'm getting one within the year. I'm getting one within the next 4 or 5
I'm getting one.
I refuse.
They didn't have a release date on that trailer, did they, Miles?
They did it, but I think they said late Didn't they say late next year?
Oh,
Yeah, they
bet,
said late
bet.
2025.
I'll get it after.
Yeah.
I'll get it after your wedding, Lani, so I can save some money. But
All
Jesus,
right.
man, that trailer looks so clean, bro.
All right, let's move on to Miles Gauntlet, and then let's wrap up the show.
What is going on, guys? We got a quick gauntlet today. No brain power required. We're going based off aura, appearance, all of those cool things. The topic of discussions is glow ups, and our character of the hour is Mr. Boruto. I've been loving Boruto. I think he has one of the best glow ups as far as like first series to next series. I think he looks really fucking cool now. He looks like how a lot of people were wanting the last Naruto to look. I really love how he looks. So we got some other characters to put to the test against him. Our first character we're going to be doing, and this is one of Riddell's boys. We got Spiral Boruto versus Time Skip Eren Yeager. Who had the
When it comes to aura?
like better glow up? Who had the better glow up?
Oh,
You can take aura, how they think, how they look, whatever you want.
man.
who-
Come on,
Whose
Aaron.
glow up was better?
Aaron, bro. I don't
Aaron.
It was Aaron.
I figured. I'm not mad at it.
think.
It was
But I
Aaron.
will say Boruto, like I did not like pre-time skip Boruto at all.
Yeah.
He's moving me with this time skip.
Because
He's
he has no emotions, Riddell.
I didn't read Boruto. Yeah, I haven't caught up. But
Don't do it, Ty. Don't do it to yourself.
That's
Don't
why I'm
do
just
it to
going off.
yourself.
That's why I'm just going off aura. And all I gotta say is Aaron putting the coat on, like that is iconic. Literally iconic.
fact.
It's literally it's iconic. So
Who got that tattooed on him?
Hey,
that's
that
all.
Boruto interrogation scene, that moved me though. That
That
moved
was
me a
that
lot.
was nice. That was
We never
nice.
saw Naruto go through no shit like that. I like that a lot.
What about?
I mean, we kind of did in one of the movies.
I'm gonna say this real quick. We can move on. But Aaron interrogating Reiner, like, "Hey, yo, listen, I got this blood on my hand. We're gonna talk this out." That's aura.
That
It
is
was
100%.
Like,
Also, the number he's the toxic king, knowing that he killed his own mom, but then blamed it on Reinhardt to his face. Love it, loved it.
nigga, bro.
It's like you killed my moms. You killed my moms. Knowing
so
that he
Aaron
did those
cleared
things.
that one. I'm not surprised. Aaron cleared that one. I figured that. Up next, we got Spiral Boruto versus good old Captain Kobe from One Piece.
Boruto.
Kobe, you see how Kobe looked at the beginning?
It's Boruto though. Like
I'm going
Boruto.
Kobe, man. I'm okay. I'm going off looks. I got off aura, presence. If I took Boruto and Kobe at their lowest, like Boruto still like he looks fit for the job. He's like
He a little kid.
Kobe don't like no Marine nigga, bro. He look like a
Ty kind of has a
swabbing
point.
decks.
Ty kind of has a point.
He looks like he's
He's
swabbing
sleeping
decks.
the barbershop. If he was a real life person, he's sleeping
Out
the
there doing
barbershop.
hockey punches. Like, come on, that's like
Because
Boruto-
beginning Kobe was bad. Beginning
Because
Kobe was
he-
He looked bad, but you know he had that.
his power. Think about it. Boruto.
His power is bad. His look is bad, but he always had the mindset. He had the conviction. The heart was there.
Yeah, but with
Boruto
Boruto, he was a genius
before
from
the
the
time
jump.
skip was lame, bro. He just was. He was a lame. He was
No,
annoying.
Boruto
After
was
the
still a
time
genius.
skip, he's all dog. He's a
Time out.
leader. He's
Wait.
someone we all can follow. He's him.
Even though, but I mean, you think about Kobe at his lowest, right? Kobe didn't have the heart at first. It took Luffy convincing him. He was like, yo, like he was a person that, like, he didn't have faith in his dreams until Luffy. So if I take him at his core, a dude that don't got faith in his dream, dude that is mops up decks and on a boat, bro. Like, no power, no nothing, to a nigga that's like literally stand up to a Kainu at Marine Ford? A Kainu at Marine Ford?
I
Nah.
got a point.
No, I hear you, but at the same time, you guys want to bring up
Kobe, man.
People
He's
saying
the son of
Boruto was still
Naruto, but then you can look at it like this. He's the son of Naruto. He has it all. He has everything for being a spoiled brat. He was a spoiled brat. He lost everything. He's riding solo. He's an outcast for the rest of the village. Nobody wants him. Everybody's trying to kill him, and he's still being a dog. Riding solo, still trying to save
Hold
everybody.
on one second, Ty, because
I got
you haven't read Boruto or watched it yet. Yet Boruto has a great glow up, but still pre-time skip Boruto still had the Momoshiki transformation. He was still the strongest ninja in his class. He was still a dog. Kobe was not
He was
shit.
lame, bro. He was lame.
I gotta show this. If I were to take
Boruto was
Kobe's
objectively a genius for his age,
exactly because
And
from
he
what
was
I've
lame.
read, from what I've read,
and he had the
Boruto's
Momoshiki
a
transformation.
prodigy. Boruto's a prodigy. So what I'm just saying is, if I were to take Boruto as lowest and Kobe's lowest, I say, yo, Boruto becomes one of them dudes. You could basically be a project, but okay, it makes sense. I tell you, this little dude that's on this boat that's hanging around barrels is going to stand up to a Kainu. You would think I'm crazy.
Man, hey,
Man.
Kobe did start way lower. I do agree with that. But hey, man, like I said, Boruto at the very least,
Too many emotions.
his peak growth, his current aura obviously heavily outweighs Kobe's current aura, and that's not even a question. And when he was going through, like I said, he was going through a lot as well. He went from being on the top to being on the bottom, and then making himself by himself go right back to the top. So, hey, man, give me the
But you're
board.
saying Boruto did that?
Yeah.
No, he didn't. He was trained by Sasuke and the clone.
Sasuke didn't do nothing for him. He literally. Oh, I was about to say a crazy spoiler. Let me.
I stopped myself saying the story. But
I was about to say a
also
crazy
trained
spoiler.
him.
He trained himself. You know, you know.
He literally trained himself.
Exactly. He trained himself. Come on.
He was not by himself. Like
He learned from himself.
All right. Well, I'm going.
All right.
What's the next one?
A lot of conversation about that one. I'm a little shocked.
Well, who you pick, Miles?
Who, me?
Yeah,
Nigga, I'm picking Kobe. The fuck? Bro, the dog is literally nothing. They reinforce it later and say, yeah, even when he trains and works hard, he's still a regular human. So the nigga has to heal for about 3 weeks before he can train again. Nigga's persevering through a lot to get where he's at. Boruto just a fucking
prodigy. Throwing hockey punches, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah, nah. Kobe been through mad shit.
Hey, man, tough.
We came a long way from Alvida, nigga. We on top.
He did. His where he started, where he's now,
and he became handsome. Like, let's not ignore that. He's handsome.
Drippy. He got the little do-rag on with the goggles.
And he's tall.
He got some swag on him now.
I guess my only thing is
got the little shorty that like him.
The reason why I favor Boruto is because I didn't like Boruto at the beginning. So now that I like him, I give him a lot of.
You got to ride for him.
I didn't like.
Yeah. I didn't like
Kobe.
Kobe. I like Kobe. I thought Kobe was cool. I thought he was solid.
I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you, Riddell. One of them is the son of one of your favorite characters of all time. From everything I've heard, I just looked at a picture of Kobe. What the fuck are you talking about? Kobe, what the hell is this, bro?
Yo, random. That nigga was
the other one.
He was 2 feet tall.
Dude,
and now he's a stallion.
Bro, he's the one.
Yo,
girls only talk to him. Let's
call him a stallion. It's crazy.
He's a stallion now.
Random.
Riddell, let's keep it
having a full conversation.
That's gonna be in the clip when we do this edit.
Two series you
have not seen.
Like, what are we?
Hey, random. You know, random. You're on the right side of history. You're on the right side.
I'm sorry, I'm frozen. I'm sorry.
You're on the right side of history.
Like I said, the only reason why I'm giving Boruto so much leeway is because I hated him at the beginning. So,
that's fair.
I'm letting y'all know right now when I make this clip
Luffy
and Ty says that he's a stallion, I'm putting like a little Megan Thee Stallion.
He's a stallion.
I'm putting like a little Megan Thee Stallion dance in between the.
Yo, Riddell, I just looked at Kobe. It's not even close, bro.
Okay.
It's not even close.
Let's go.
What is, bro?
Let's go.
No Diddy. My boy handsome, man.
I don't care. I don't care that y'all picked
Kobe the Stallion. Let's go.
I already explained my logic. I'm still sticking by it, but I don't care if you pick Kobe. That's fine. I see
you need to.
Said I hated Boruto to the beginning.
I hate it.
Kobe's a definition of short king.
Riddell,
bro.
that's your problem. You like this all agree with us, Riddell.
No.
Yeah, man.
That is true. He hate agreeing with us. That shit physically hurts him.
Hey,
disagree.
No, but okay, I'll put it like this: if we're going criteria without any innate bias, you guys are right. I'll say that.
Okay, that's it. All right.
But my bias allows me to pick Boruto.
I'm just following the criteria that Miles laid out. It's not even close.
I'm also following the criteria. One guy sucked. He glowed up to be a cool character.
One guy sucked in every conceivable way, bro.
Kobe
He couldn't
did not-
fight.
All
He
right,
couldn't fight.
He was good at mopping the floor.
Yeah,
He had heart. He had dedication.
boy
No,
needs
wait,
a
no,
booster
wait.
seat.
He literally did not have faith. Like Luffy had to reinstill that in him.
Of course, but that's still pre-time skip. Okay, let's move on. I don't.
I'm only- I'm only gonna do.
Love's a prodigy. What are we talking about?
I'm only gonna do one more because we don't have our lovely producer with my full thing with the pictures and everything. Y'all don't know some of these characters. So the last one is gonna be
name them anyway, and we might know them just in case.
okay. We got Spiral Boruto versus Renton from Eureka 7.
Oh, Matai would know that. I haven't seen Eureka 7.
And big record, man. Yo, fuck Boruto. I'm just playing. I just like this.
Nasty hate.
Oh, I don't even hate Boruto. I haven't read it. Like I read a little bit of it, but it just.
I'm not gonna lie, Todd. At least in the Spiral shit, I think you'd enjoy it a lot. First half is whatever.
It's not that. It's not that. It was just okay. I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna really lie about this.
From Eureka 7.
Yeah, Eureka 7. Y'all should watch Eureka 7. It's.
No, I love Eureka 7. I love Eureka 7.
Oh yeah. Well, it's fire.
Yeah,
my pictures.
I'm not gonna watch it.
Remember, I stole it when we were like doing a draft. I stole it from Miles, and he raged.
Oh yeah, that was bad, bro. And Riddell, it's short, man. You can watch it in one day.
But I see.
No,
I
you
watched,
can't.
like,
No, you can't. I lied.
I watched a little bit when I was
I don't know
really
where it's
young,
streaming anymore.
and I remember
It's not on
like the
Crunchyroll.
two. There was like two kid characters that were like in this weird relationship, and I can't get. I don't. Nah.
They
Not
was teenagers. One of them is not human. So
Also, I
we
don't like.
we don't know her real
like
age.
anime either. So like, I don't really care about romance.
Fair. That's fair.
I don't really care
You don't
about
like
mech.
Nathan.
So,
That's fair.
Next.
I don't think it's on Crunchyroll.
But yeah, Miles. Also,
not.
The reason why you could say it is so the chat can respond because, like Camille said, Renton clears. So
That's
just-
fair. That's fair. Next up we got Spiral Boruto versus Lambo from Reborn.
Oh, Lambo's a dog. Nah. If we talking, If we
The
talking
20
glow-
years. The 20
if we
years.
talking glow. When Lambo turns into adult, that's one of my favorite moments in Hitman Reborn. Just period, bro. He just became a dog in like a second. And Lambo's like similar to Boruto. Well, Lambo's like annoying as hell. No, he's very annoying. He's like one of the most annoying characters in anime.
He's the most annoying character in anime.
Not, like you're like, bro, I'm so tired of Lambo. Just get in the bazooka already. And then when he got in the bazooka, and then he got in the bazooka again, I was like, oh my goodness, Lambo becomes a dog.
Then he becomes your type. Your specific type.
A dog.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Like
going
the
Lambo.
look, the black hair. It's literally just.
I might have to go.
Did you look
Lambo.
it up, Ty? You looked it up?
I did. I was like, it's literally his type. Like it's literally his type.
Lambo, man.
And then the last one, this is similar to the Kobe situation. We got Spiral Boruto, and then we got Prompto from the Final Fantasy Brotherhood anime. Y'all have to look him up now.
I've seen this one.
Look,
Yo,
Prompto. Pro.
I know who you
MPO.
talk about, Miles,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I gotta go
Look
with that.
him
I
up.
gotta go with that. Nigga.
Wait, say the name. Spell the name. Again?
Prompto.
Oh, it's PROMPTO.
Okay.
Did
Yeah,
he do that?
If you watched it, if y'all watched it,
Did he do that over the course of like a summer, Miles?
yeah.
Yeah, it was over the course of a summer. Just so
Yeah.
Wait,
you
wait.
can see
Is he the guy with like the glasses, the gut? That guy?
the fat. Yes, he's the fat
Yeah.
dude with the
And
glasses.
then he becomes the. Oh wow.
That's
Yeah.
a blow up right there, bro. Nah, Miles is cooking with that one. Prompto for real.
That was a good pick. That
So
was a
the
good pick.
backstory, the main character of this story is a king, and he needs a right hand man and best friend. But you need to be fit to serve the king as well. So he grew up just to be the king's right hand man.
I respect the
I
tenacity.
can't find
for
a
him.
good image of like a time skip version.
No, I see it. Yeah.
Nah, he's cooking. He's cooking with
Hey
it.
man. You know what? This glow up thing with Boruto, he starts out too high.
You think so?
Like,
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I mean, I
No,
think it's
he's
because
sucked.
He would drip like he had some drip as a kid.
even if people say Boruto was annoying, he's still a prodigy. He's still fit to be a ninja. He's still skilled. He's still the son of the Hokage.
And he had drip.
He's a solid looking guy. So it's like his glow up is,
The
not
reason
as
why I
crazy
picked
though.
Boruto wasn't really because I agree with y'all, right? it wasn't really because of his beginning point, but where he got now and how drastic it was. That's kind of why I chose him, because it is a very drastic. He's not even the same person to me.
Yeah,
not.
I've
And
heard
also
that.
his best
I need to
moments
tap
aren't here
in.
It's similar to Aaron, because before, like Aaron, I don't think I'm not one of those people who thought pre-time skip Aaron was a bad character by any means, but
No,
what
of
he
course.
becomes, bro, he becomes.
You really get to see how life can shift the person. Is the best way I can put it.
Yeah, 100%. So, nah, I'm with that. All right, anything else? Is that all?
Conclusion.
I'm
All
done.
right. Anything else, anybody, before we wrap it up?
How many? I should have said this at the beginning. We got some people in here. So, I wasn't gonna do it the opening week, but I feel like that's too soon. It's not enough time for people to get prepared. I'm gonna give y'all until 1 week after the game is released. In our Discord, I have a post currently up. I'm hosting a tournament for the new Dragon Ball Z Sparkle and Zero game. I'm a heavy fighting game player. I love the FGC. I like it to be compy. And more than anything, I like it when you're the best person, you deserve to win something. So I got some pretty cool rewards in store. All you have to do is sign up, go to the Discord. It's a link posted in our general chat. Just like it so I can get the bracket made. Like I said, cash prizes, no BS, cash prizes, and may the best man win. We all love Dragon Ball Z.
What's the cash prize?
Oh, so I'm actually thinking about upping it depending on how many people join. But right now, for first place, you're gonna get a cool $100. For second place, you're gonna get a cool $50. And then for third place, you're gonna get something. You're gonna get 25 beans, get you some Chipotle, get you some DoorDash, something. And then of course,
that new brisket be hidden.
yeah, that brisket do hit. But and then
Real?
of course,
I've been thinking about it, but I ain't trying to get gypped on the portions. That's why I ain't been back.
get that extra portion size.
Nah, man, when you got to bring a whole freaking news studio with you just so you can make sure you get the right portions, I said I'm out. You see the shit people be
You also
bringing
got
in
stare.
Chipotle?
You also just got stare.
Let Miles finish what he's saying.
I'm sorry.
I'm almost done, hungry folks. And then also for the top 5 people, you're gonna also be getting gifted a membership to the channel so that you can watch and get all the benefits of being a member of our beautiful channel, be up to date on our content and all of that good stuff. So, however you do it, back out those PS2s, load it up on PC, get your practice in, and may the best man win.
W.
We better stream this for real. This is gonna be a lot of fun.
We are gonna stream it. Me and Santo are talking about it in the background. Me and him are probably gonna commentate until it's my time to play. I'm really want to run it like an official game turn. I mean, an official fighting game tournament, because it's been a long time since we've had like a Budokai Tenkaichi 3 style game. And believe it or not, they're very, very competitive. There's a lot of mechanics. It's a game where there's a clear skill gap. And plus, nigga, it's Dragon Ball Z. It looks good. You know, we're gonna be little kids in our grown ass bodies again. It's gonna be fun for everybody.
The roster is ridiculous.
180 plus people.
I love it. They understand the assignment, man. I'm so excited.
They did good.
When I saw how good they made Yamcha look, I was like, I can't wait to get Future Trunks for real. Ooh,
I can't wait. I want Future Gohan with that one arm. Oh my god.
Future, like, because I remember like the Tenkaichi 3 moveset, like the sword, which Future Trunks was always good in fights. I guarantee the ones that I feel like are still going to be terrible to use. Super Trunks, when he's like big and bulky. That's not it right there. Super Trunks is not going to be it. I really don't like. Are they going to have Santos is not Santo, but Santos 10 memberships. Appreciate you, my boy.
Appreciate you, my boy.
Shout out Pick a Side.
Shout out Pick a Side, man.
I really fuck with Pick a Side.
I see sometimes they be talking about anime, sometimes they know what they be talking about. Shout out Joel. Shout out Joel. We got there.
Did you like that Trevor Lawrence video? Because I loved it, Riddell.
What does that have to do with me?
Yo,
you know exactly why it has to do with you.
I have no.
Yeah, he abandoned. Yeah, see, Riddell just abandons people once you let him.
If you make me look bad,
I feel bad for his future kid. His future kid gets like crossed up for like a game winner. You ain't coming home, son.
See, hey man.
Shout out Santos. 5 more.
5 more.
Etos.
5 more. Prodigy said someone give me. Yo, Prodigy, lock in, my boy. Let's see. Does any of these memberships go to a Prodigy? Nah, I just looked at it. One went to Santo.
How does that even work? Does it randomly pick people?
One went to Angie Carr. One went to Whoa. And then Dream Hoops got one too. Hey, man, that's tough.
Shout out Dream, man.
Shout out Dream Hoops, man.
Does it pick randomly or can people like claim them?
I don't know if you can.
I think it goes random.
That's
I think it's
tough.
random.
Prodigy, hey, you got to talk to the algorithm or something. Man.
But Leroy, since you asked, the Historia episode hit again. I think I saw it all over TikTok. A lot of people were talking about it. Yeah, it's getting more and more of those. Is it better than Black Clover talks? And I'm officially caught up on the manga. At this point, from where it's at and where Black Clover was at.
Yeah, what'd you think? Now that you're caught up,
it's better.
Surpassing
that fight, and you know what fight I'm talking about? What?
Surpassing the original. That's tough, man.
I told you, man. I told you. The fight.
I'm sorry, Riddell, but this might end up being better. I'm saying at the end of the story, it might end up being better than Black Clover. It really might.
It's short.
Yeah,
Lonnie, I don't know, Lonnie. Similar to Trevor Lawrence, I have no idea why you're apologizing to me. I don't.
You will claim it. Oh no, he abandoned Black Clover. That's why. Miles, the fight that
folks,
just happened in the manga.
If you haven't seen Wistoria yet, please watch it because.
Miles,
I don't like super nice characters. I really don't. I don't like.
Wait, main character super nice?
No, here's the thing. So the thing is, he is, but he isn't because he's a dog too. Because like when it comes to, like Deku or like Tanjiro, like you just have to stay away from these guys. Yeah, this guy. Yeah, he's nice, but he's also about business. He's about business. He gets shit done.
When it's time to box,
ass.
Yeah, when it's time to box, he don't play.
He don't care. When you notice it, he's really only nice to the females, and that's why I kind of like. He's really only nice to the girls. Like, tell us like, "Oh, I love your eyes." Yeah, you can do. You got such pretty. Like, he'll be complimenting them, being oblivious, knowing he knows.
He lying to them, man. His girl's already been picked out.
Yeah, no, his girls already
entertain these girls just to do it.
You don't gotta question nothing. His girls are, but his girl too is a dog. She's like the Gojo of her store of their store. She's the Gojo of their store. She
in the manga, Miles, in the manga, she just fought, and the person she fights is a dog. And it's the best kind. It's like Magic Bakugo would be the closest thing I can think of. Like Magic Bakugo,
they were going at it.
They were throwing bows, bro. Like
I was like. Oh, and she don't give a damn either. She's about that. When she punched him in the face, I was like, yeah.
She was geeking.
Yo, I don't know what about this writing and with story that gets me hyped at some moments. But it's like, yo, sometimes I'm just reading it and I'm just like, yes. I root for people out of nowhere. Like I might not even like the character. Then by the end of their little story, I'm like, hell yeah. Like I don't know it. They have like a little niche to it. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what they're putting in those chapters, but they're cooking.
Hey man, shout out Wistoria. I'll eventually watch it. Eventually.
He's never gonna watch it.
He's
never gonna watch it.
No, I will watch it. Mushoku Tensei, I won't watch it. You're right.
I don't care about that. You're never gonna watch this. Stop saying you eventually will. You will not.
I will.
Don't lie to people.
I'll watch the first episode. I'll watch the first episode.
You should watch it too.
Hey, I'll watch the first. I'll be able to tell if I'll keep watching it after the first episode. Like I at the very least watch the first 2 episodes of Mushoku Tensei, and I realize I don't like this. Wistoria, I'll watch the first episode. We'll see.
I think you'd like it after the first episode. And out of all the things that when we named the animes of the season, this has the highest rating. This has the highest rating.
See, we got to figure out an award system for our predictions.
Well, we haven't added for the fall yet to our
we'll pick that next week. We'll decide our fall ones next week. I don't know what's on the fall docket. I probably will pick Don though.
Don ReZero.
Only new anime. No season 2s, season 3s.
Oh,
Only
then
ones.
Uzumaki is going to be on there. I'm with Miles. I cannot wait for that series.
I'm waiting because my girl's gonna go on, has a little vacation coming, so I've got the house to myself, bunch of popcorn, chilling, watching Uzumaki, watching all the animes that dropped in this weekend. I'm gonna have a blast. Oh, also Bad Blood, but it's gonna be a lit weekend.
Oh yeah,
I'm so mad I'm gonna miss
WWE,
it.
Shout out Bad
Oh.
Blood, man. That should be good. Yeah, I'm currently in the midst of watching Ragna Crimson and Near Automata. Pretty solid.
I'm in the middle of watching that delicious dungeon thing.
What?
Motherfucker just be dying on that show. What the fuck?
I'm only on like episode 2.
Well, get ready for that. Like I was like, holy shit.
No, but I hear like how people have been raving about it for months and months and months. And I had I bought the first volume like a year ago. I just never read it. It's still somewhere in my room. I just never read it. I also bought Ragnar Crimson. Only read the first volume, but yeah, I just keep on hearing how it might win like anime of the year next year or whatever. So
Delicious Dungeon win anime of the year.
I hear the storytelling is actually really, really, really good.
It's very good, Riddell. Like Netflix clearly threw its money behind this. It's really, don't let the name fool you, bro.
Yeah, that's
Don't
why I
let the
hear. I
name
hear like the
fool
name
you.
is very.
Can be misleading. I do admit that.
I hear that the name is very, very misleading.
Slime has a not a great name, and Dead Mount Death Play is not a good name. So
Riddell, just for like a little synopsis, what I got from the first episode. So like it starts off, they're in the dungeon, they're like deep in the dungeon, and they originally, I guess they made like a wrong turn somewhere, so it took them a few extra days, so they were running low on supplies, they're all hungry and tired, and they were fighting a dragon, and then like the dragon like took and ate his sister, like it ate her whole.
damn.
And so they all had to evacuate, and they can't afford, and he's like, yo, I need to save my sister, we have no money, we have no materials, we can't afford food. And they're like, the only way that we can survive by going back into the dungeon and survive is we have to eat the monsters in the dungeon as well.
Okay.
Oh,
Is it an isekai or is it a fantasy?
It's a fantasy, it's not an isekai.
I'm glad because I'm so tired of isekais. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I'll peep that. I'll put that on the docket. I won't abandon that. I also try to watch this one anime. I don't hate it so far. It's an anime where their legendary swords of legendary people in history are not reincarnated but made into humans to defend history from these demons that are trying to change history. So, for example, Okita from the Shinsengumi, his swords are a part of this group, and they are sent to the period where they're invading on one of the castles to stop these demons from interrupting history. I just randomly came across this anime, super surprised. It has a lot of history related. Like they talk about Ryuma, obviously a legendary swordsman, and some other people.
That sounds pretty cool. I'm not gonna hold you.
And what's it called?
I don't remember. I'll put it in the group chat of what it's called.
Gotcha.
All right. Well, that's all we got for today. Ladies and gentlemen, appreciate you coming to the episode. Very heated. Talking about the ending of Jujutsu Kaisen. Some people like it. Some people don't. Difference of opinions. It is fine. We'll probably talk about the entire JJK story, similar to what we did My Hero, maybe a condensed version of that next week. But with that said, hope you guys enjoyed. Y'all have a good one. Take care and peace.